Talking about how we have taken 10 corners, but none of them went in, and the other team took 4, and one of them went in. How does that happen? No. This is ridiculous. Who is in charge of the set pieces? Because something somewhere doesn't add up.
Make it make sense, blood.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just don't know where to go from here. I am Botswanapapi. This is the Football Power Hour. Manchester United versus Bournemouth review. Man United lost 3-0 to a team that entered the game at 15th. And you know what? I have some friends with me to discuss this atrocious display that we witnessed today. I just can't believe it. I'm still in disbelief. I went to dinner. I didn't have an appetite. Could it be maybe because I saw 90-something minutes of guys who didn't have an appetite for winning? Guys who just didn't have an appetite for the ball, for a mental. Like, what are we doing here? If we can't beat Bournemouth, what are we doing? And in the same week, them guys give you a performance that's giving you a little bit of hope, a little bit of promise, a little bit of something to be like, maybe the rebuild is actually going on. But guess what? Luke Shaw got bullied by Solanke. Next week, Luke Shaw faces Mo Salah.
Bruno Fernandes! It's fair! It's Martial! Just waiting on the back post, surely he'll be found! And scores first! Premier League goal at Old Trafford!
We got Vibes, we got Brush, we got Omo in the building, also Yale in the building, Jarvis in the building. Yo, guys, let's just talk about it. Jarvis, I'm going to put the link in the chat too if you want to join in, or Yale, anybody. It's an open door here. Let's start with you, Vibes. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm all right, actually. I like how you said a couple of friends here, but friends don't do this to each other. We're not supposed to be talking after this kind of a game.
Vibes. Man United have now lost more Premier League home games since Sir Alex Ferguson retired than
I saw that
during his 21 seasons in charge of the whole club, man.
Bro, I thought that was fake, you know. I really thought it was fake. But you know how bad we were? Like, honestly, first half, I thought we did all right. But second half, you know what? You were right. That midweek give us all a false hope.
You know, these guys are crooks, you know. These guys can sell you pipe dreams, you know.
By saying we got hoodwinked, bamboozled.
Bro, we got bamboozled. Yo, Brush.
Yo, usually it's a pleasure to be on here, but today I'm not so sure, man. I'm
What
not
are
so
you
sure.
saying?
It's a therapy session, isn't it? It is what it is.
It is, bro.
Yeah. I'm trying to make sense of it all, but like you brought up the stats at the beginning. 69% possession, 20 shots, bro, but only 3 on target. How?
No, something doesn't add up, man. How can Lewis cook us? The first thing, guys, is just that goal. The first goal we concede, right? You know, it's like fine. We're trying to invite pressure. You know, they're coming at us, and it's Reguilon, if I'm not mistaken, who has the ball, and he loops it to McTominay. McTominay, he's open at that moment, you know, but also it's a floated ball in the air, right? And
It was Bruno who did it.
Was it Bruno? already
Yeah.
on?
No,
It was
Bruno. It looked like a simple pass to McTominay, but you know.
Let's pull out this receipt real quick. My goodness. So okay. So the whole point is we are inviting pressure, which is the way Ten Hag is trying to get us to play, right? So that we can break the press and easily have a moment where we go at the other team, right? That in principle we are actually playing this high risk, high reward thing, and now we are inviting problems for ourselves, But the thing about it for me is the team, even after going a goal down, it crumbled. There was nothing that showed me mentally that there was a little bit of fight, a little bit of willingness to be like, you know what, this method of playing, we should expect to concede, but we should be mentally ready to go and fight. Omo, how was your impression of the game, bro? Let's talk general before we go.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised. Like this has been happening weeks after week, week after week, game after game. You think like another team not gonna take chance and score? You keep giving them chances over and over. You think they won't take it? This was bound to happen eventually. You give team chance and they will score. Some team might not score. Everton, Chelsea. Some teams will score. Newcastle, Bournemouth. I knew that was going to happen. I'm not surprised. It's the same players, same tactics.
No, you have to be surprised though, because most of these players gave a promising performance versus a team that did well.
Not really.
No. We're building up to this game. Our expectations entering the game, they were based on how we did versus Chelsea. That maybe,
in my mind, we didn't do well against Chelsea.
We did.
Back at the game. No. Realistically, we created quite a few chances, but defensively we were poor. We let Chelsea have too many chances in the game, and we shouldn't have done it. We were opening the midfield. When you watch their first goal, that comes from McTominay not closing down Mudryk fast enough. Then Cole Palmer gets the ball and onana lets it in.
I thought we were good against Chelsea, but that's because Chelsea is shit. Let's be honest.
Yeah, Chelsea is shit, but we're worse for letting
when we
out
come against
chances.
a decent team, a mid-table decent team, crumble.
Yeah, genuinely, I'm not worried more for the Liverpool game because I know we're going to lose there. I'm thinking about Aston Villa at Old Trafford on Boxing Day. We're going to get battered there. Like,
do not go.
You know what's so funny about these players? They might beat Bayern Munich. Like they might beat Bayern Munich. Then lose to
Bayern Munich just lost 5-1 to Frankfurt. Those players are going to turn up, bro.
Yes. But also we might beat Bayern Munich. Then lose to Liverpool. It's weird.
It would have surprised any of us. Let's be honest.
We'll lose to Bayern Munich and then lose to Liverpool.
Yeah, the Bayern results today actually upset me because it means now they're going to want to,
I have a
right
genuine question though. Right, when it comes to our midfield, who do we play for Liverpool then? Because Bruno's out injured. Not injured.
I'll be honest. I don't think it matters, to be honest, because his tactical setup's going to be the same. So honestly, to me, it doesn't matter. I'll be honest.
He's gonna play Hannibal. Not Hannibal. He's gonna play Minor and Amrabat and play McTominay at the 10.
McTominay with a great passing.
He might as well play him at the 10. He might as well.
This game, almost there's a couple of things that I don't want to see. I don't want to see McTominay in the starting lineup at the beginning. I just don't. He's supposed to come in as a sub. He's
been living off every single goal he's scored all season. He's been living off it like he should be starting.
You want to hear funny McTominay stats? Before he scored 2 goals versus Brentford, Hughes-Smith wasn't playing. He was a sub player. You know who was playing? Hannibal was playing. He scored up 2 goals. Hannibal got shelves. He got shelved immediately. That's how McTominay starting all this game. It's fun. So all you gotta do is score goals and you're in the lineup. If score goals and you press the manager, you're already in the lineup. That's all you have to do now.
He's been blinded by his goals because he does nothing in midfield.
No, do you know what? That is my issue with Ten Hag.
McTominay is a player who can easily blind you, and Ten Hag has fell for it. We've seen this before, though. To Man United fans that have been, following like Man United since before Ten Hag came into the picture, that McTominay is a 3-4 games and then he disappears. Since the beginning of the McFred days, it's nothing new to us, but somehow. I'm included in this. I kind of started believing that, no, you know what? This guy is 27 years old. This guy has been held back. Mourinho played him as a center back. He's a fox in the box. He's actually bailing us out. To be honest, when we look back at the season, though, McTominay would be Chelsea points or below if it wasn't for McTominay in many of the games in the league this season.
Can you drag me back into the studio quickly? I'm just going to leave.
You're all right.
He's an impact something, but
I don't mind him as a squad player. I'll be honest, I don't mind him as a squad player, but not a starter.
Yeah. He should always be coming off the bench. I don't get why he's in the starting lineup. Because he's got too good with the Sheffield. Because he's got too good with the Sheffield, we don't see Hannibal no more. This manager is funny. He's a funny man to me. Like,
it's Brentford, not Sheffield.
I don't get it.
But no,
all right.
My issue with him is as well, right?
Yeah.
No, I just have to get this point right. In my mind, in that Chelsea match, leading into this, because I didn't get a chance to watch the game live because of work, right? My mind leading into it, we left too many chances at the back. Yeah. And I feel like when we took Lindelof off, we became more defensively sound. However, what's Varane got to do to get a start? Because I feel like Varane defensively shows us up a lot more than Maguire does.
They may just say they want to play Varane versus Man City because of tactical reason, and we've never seen him again except for that Copenhagen sub.
And he was atrocious in that game against Copenhagen.
He was atrocious, yes. There's no defending it. He was atrocious in that game.
But yeah, it is quite concerning the way he's been alienated. Initially, I think after that Man City game, what annoyed me was when he said it was for tactical reasons. At the time, I thought perhaps it was a fitness issue, and then obviously, his prolonged absence to me makes me think that him and the manager have had a falling out.
Yeah, I was wrong. I thought he was a fit, but yeah, they've clearly fallen out. I don't know why. He's not done anything.
Well, anyway, with the Varane thing, it is what it is. Let's hope.
He's been on the bench so far.
Let's hope that Ten Hag can actually now push Luke Shaw to left back and have Varane in.
Wait, no. Drop Luke Shaw. Drop Luke Paul, man.
Oh, okay, man. Do you want to drop Luke Shaw?
Drop them all, man. ACG. Anybody can get it. They all must go, man. I want to know.
So, who do you want in place of them, man?
I still stand by that comment.
It's a.
If you drop Luke Shaw, it's either Dallo or Reguilon at left back. Who are you taking?
What? Hey, brush the bars on the floor, man. Actually, the bar's not even on the floor. The bar is a doctor to us.
Listen, the transfer window is closed. For the next coming weeks, who do you want at left back? Do you want Luke Shaw, Reguilon, or Dallo?
Who do you want playing versus Bayern Munich?
If I was to choose right now with these stupid ass choices, which is no fault of your own, Bush, I'm just kind of angry right now, as you can tell. I would go for Reguilon, man, because that Dallo is poop.
I don't understand how started the last.
Okay, I'm not going to argue with your answer because that's who's available.
Let's say, by the way, big up to everybody that's tuned in. Shout out to you guys on this late night stream. Jarvis in the house. Therapy session. Shay is also with us on the panel. Jarvis says, what is Bruno thinking playing to McTominay with his back against the goal? Disaster in the making.
He always does that. It's not nothing new. What do they do in training? What do they do in training? Like, I'm curious because I don't see it. There's no point of me seeing this. You're playing your 4-1-4-1 nonsense. Amrabat by him himself. Nobody's helping him. You have McTominay that you pass the ball to that kills the play 100% of the time. He gets the ball. Who does he pass to? He passes back to Amrabat or he passes to Maguire right away. You want to play? The manager said here, I want to play high line, but yeah, you have Maguire that cannot play high line. You have Onana that can play high line. So both of them are clashing. Like, no one says to play Maguire. Hell, there's Varane on the bench. Lindelof was on the bench. Johnny Evans was on the bench. But no, you gotta play Maguire, right? Player of the
To be
month,
fair,
manager of the month,
he deserves to
goal
play.
of the month, all in 1 month. The curse is real.
You saw the moment. This is the moment where it all changed. Lewis Cook just smelt this danger right here. This pass, he saw it,
I have
and
a
then
question now.
stole the ball, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's you saying, Colin?
Look at that. Can you rewind it just a few seconds back? Who played in the ball there? I can't remember.
It's Bruno.
Where's Bruno there? Is he the one at the top?
He's on the left back position. That's Bruno right
Yeah. That's Bruno there, right? If that's Bruno, why not play? Why not play it to Shaw? Like, he's got dead football IQ. Bruno does have dead football IQ. Half the United squad do.
No, it was an easy pass to McTominay. It was an easy pass for him to get. He just stopped.
I genuinely hate United.
You see, this is a funny thing. Like, McTominay's weakness is getting open for the ball, receiving the ball. Anything that has to do with passing is the weakest. He's only good with shooting the ball or heading the ball. That's where he's dangerous at, and that's the only thing he can do.
This isn't even Bruno prop, it's just McTominay literally stood there and watched the ball.
No, genuinely,
McTominay. Well, at this moment, to be fair, nobody is there, right? Nobody is there. The ball is still with Amrabat. He's about to give it to Bruno, right? You see this moment.
Play it now. Let's watch it.
And then from there, Amrabat gives it to Bruno. McTominay scans. There's nobody. It's just the referee. That's the closest body to McTominay right now.
Look up the wing. Look up the wing a little bit. Who's in space up the wing? Just play a quick ball up the wing. Look at that. Look how many men you take out as well. Look, play it up the wing.
Danger.
Oh no, we'll play it into the danger area. We'll play it
danger, man. He's coming. He's smelting and he's sprinting.
But no, count how many men are around McTominay. There's 1, 2.
Hold on, wait. Look at this frame. Is McTominay looking at the player running to him?
Yeah,
he's scanned the space right before, exactly.
So McTominay, at this screen, McTominay is looking at him, right?
McTominay's staring at him right now. McTominay is looking at him.
And
he's
still playing statues, man. They're playing statues. That's what they're doing.
No. McTominay sat there playing like it's a primary school disco play. He's playing hide and seek. He's playing statues. He's going to be playing musical chairs on the bench next week.
What is he doing?
They can sit on the bench. That's what they do.
Yeah, well, it's maybe Ten Hag is learning about McTominay and what his role should be moving forward. And I hope I can only be hopeful and say, Ten Hag, you better make sure that this guy comes in as a super sub. He's a player that if it's all like nothing is happening, we've tried everything, bring in McTominay to try and get a goal, if we're trying to play that Fellaini ball. Or if we're trying to lock down a game, Mourinho told us this guy is a centre-back,
That's the question.
We will say it, Manch.
How much did a club supposedly offer for McTominay in the summer?
30 million
Yeah,
from West Ham.
Yeah.
We are not getting that much nowhere near. We should have cashed in and bounced.
I have a genuine question for everyone. Like, you might be able to help me because I'm lost to the fact of why the. Can I swear or can I swear?
Go ahead, bro. That's a late night stream, bro.
Why the fuck in 2023 is Martial still starting up front for Manchester United?
I'm not speaking on that guy.
Because Haaland didn't score in the last game. That's why Martial started.
We don't have
Connor, if I speak, I've been told I have an agenda on Martial, so I'm not speaking.
No.
I'm speaking. I'll be here.
I'm asking a question, bro.
It's a valid question. When you think about it, Martial, right?
Yeah.
What's he done in the past? Take what five games? What's he done in his last 5 matches? We'll go look at his stats.
He became healthy.
He scored the dink goal.
Oh, so we'll go for his last 5 matches. Okay, so
that's one of the things he's done in the last 5 matches.
Forget 5 games. What's he done in the last 3 seasons?
No. We'll go with it because we'll go on the 3-0 City loss. To be fair, he didn't play too long in that. But then we'll go for the Newcastle 3-0 loss. He got a 5.9 match rating. Fulham 1-0. They've got a 5.9 match rating magically. Then we'll go to Everton 8.2. Well done, man. Well done. You got your goal. Well done. You played 85 minutes to get 1 goal against Everton. A team that looked awful. Then we'll go over to Newcastle. Played 61 minutes. Didn't do anything. Shouting at the manager on the sideline. He's crying because he doesn't want to press. Why? Like, genuinely, what player You play professional football for Manchester United. You get paid. How much money does he get paid a week?
250.
I don't know.
250.
I don't know.
250 a week, and you're
The,
going to
the
shout-
last
Euro.
time he completed 90 minutes was in 2021.
You know what? To be fair, I don't have that much smoke for him today because if we talk about the service in it, there was nothing.
I'm
No,
not. I can't
He's
get mad at Martial. Because
Yeah, I've honestly got no smoke for him today. I'll be honest.
This is the first one on my list because I'm going through the team. Like we've done McTominay, we've done Dallo. That I hate him. Where's Wan-Bissaka? Get me Wan-Bissaka back. I hate Dallo.
Yeah, man. Get Booker T back.
Wan-Bissaka was on the bench, left bench.
Again, this last game he was on the bench as well against Chelsea, and I even watched Dallo start getting only because Sterling was on the right for most of the game that Dallo didn't get cut by him because Dallo comes up against someone that with pace, he gets cut. St. Maximin Carabao Cup final, booked instantly. Phil Foden against Manchester City last season at the Etihad, got booked instantly. Who else was there? Sterling yesterday.
Grealish in the 6-3 loss.
Yeah, literally only because Sterling started on the right. Dallo didn't get cut by him. He was out. He was getting dealt with Shaw until Shaw went to centre back. You know, Dallo literally gets cooked by every good winger. Jose said in 2017 or in a few years' time you'll be hearing the name Dallo starting at Manchester United.
You know something funny about that Dallo? You know something
Mm.
funny about that Dallo? Galatasaray. Zaha had a tough time.
Zaha
The manager
was
took out Wan-Bissaka.
bullying him.
The manager took out Wan-Bissaka and Dallo came on and immediately he got cooked. Immediately he got cooked by Zaha.
I think that was Zaha's like first shot on target throughout
That's
the
his
entire
first shot,
game.
the side shot.
Yeah.
And let's not forget the game at Old Trafford with Dallo, where literally Zaha was literally letting the ball bounce over Dallo's head before he ran past him to score. You know.
Anyway,
hear
guys, I hear it. Let's keep it focused on
keep it moving. Keep it moving. Sorry.
Yeah, no, on this game because we want to actually just look back at like what happened versus Bournemouth. But before that, I mean, I just want to just say big respect to the manager Andoni Iraola. This guy, you know, fairly unknown guy, came in from Rayo Vallecano, and he is doing his. You can see that he's actually organizing his team, and the team are buying into the methods. And he's, you know, he may be 15th, but there is something that's to be said about how his players. He's just making like. Average players actually like look organized and play like what in a unified cohesive team should be, you know. But now let's go ahead and talk about just how each player performed, because we do this thing where we give a little performance grade to each player. So I just want to yes
Oh, now continue. I was gonna talk about where the manager got it wrong and where he's always got it wrong.
Well, we can start wherever. We can start with Ten Hag and give him a grade. Then you can go ahead and say what you want to say, and then give him a grade after your points.
First of all, I'm giving an F, like I always do. F
for Erik Ten Hag.
Erik Ten Hag, what he always got wrong. He always want to play football and bypass the midfield. You cannot bypass the midfield in the Premier League. There's no space there. You can't just say defense to attack. Where's the midfield? Have you seen our rest defense? Like we hit them on the counter, right? Everybody running forward. We was all fun, right? We almost created a chance. Yeah. Counter attack. Garnacho, Antony, Martial. When you sit there when they hit us on the counter, it is 2-on-3, 2-on-4. Once they bypass that midfield, they're looking at Onana like it's fresh meat. And it has happened over and over and over and over in all our matches ever since the Everton one. That's when it started. I'm like, oh, this manager's a crackhead. Now I know. Listen, I don't want Mino in this team anymore. I love him. I don't want him in this team anymore. This manager, he's how could they have Amrabat by himself? One pass is they're done. And who they're looking at? They're looking at our center back, at a Maguire that is so slow. Good in the first half, but how many times as a center back can you make good tackles, good interception? You're gonna get tired. Lapse of judgment is gonna happen. But no,
sorry, go on.
No, I'm done.
I'm just gonna say I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised if Ten Hag is gone by the end of January. We won't sign anyone in January. That's not a shock anyway. Even if Raptor comes in, we don't sign
next week.
So, Connor, you agree that Ten Hag should get an F?
He should get an F. He's an idiot when it comes to it because he's stubborn. He's not an idiot when it comes to tactics because he can make good tactics. He's an idiot when it comes to his stubbornness, right? Right. I've seen the film Napoleon, right? One of the quotes from the film is literally, I'm the first to admit when I'm wrong, I just never am. That's what Napoleon says. Ten Hag has that mindset about himself, but he can never admit he gets it wrong because tactically, he's got it wrong in several matches this season. You go look at the match we literally just played. Playing a single pivot will get beaten in that.
Yes.
Play a single pivot in any Premier League match, you'll genuinely get.
I'm with you there. I'm like just saying, Ten Hag, please ditch the single pivot for now. Let's go back to the original settings where we have some protection. We have a double. Play a triple pivot if you have to. I don't know if that exists.
We need a triple pivot. We just need right. We need a midfield pivot of Amrabat and Colby Mainu. And even if Amrabat is just a one holding midfielder with Colby Mainu being a bit more of a box-to-box than Scott McTominay being a shadow striker, that will genuinely help us.
Something like this corner.
That's
what I'm asking for.
That is perfect. That is all we need. Because when you look at it right there, look, him there, those midfielder, I can't see who it is clearly, but that midfielder there, is that Eriksen?
I think it might be Eriksen and who's that? This is
McTominay. McTominay and Eriksen.
What is the one we lost?
But we didn't lose it based on this. I think that's Eriksen, right? Look at Eriksen there, right?
Yeah.
See if Eriksen, right? Like, draw it out, right? See them amount of players there surrounding Eriksen.
Yeah, two.
Yeah, right two players there. Look at McTominay. Where's his movement to receive a ball? Like, I get it's a pitch, obviously, so there's no movement in it, but where's his idea?
He's just walking, hiding behind this passing lane.
Imagine we have Colby there. Colby's dropping into that space in between Harry Maguire and Wan-Bissaka to try and get a pass open. Because he'll get that ball there in that space, play a quick ball to Wan-Bissaka, spin his man, run into more space and progress the ball up the pitch.
And it's a pretty much a quick 1-2.
Clap for it, man.
Come on.
That's what you want your players to do.
It's a simple thing. It's so simple.
McTominay can't do that. And Joe, what Ten Hag's issue is with it is Ten Hag said in his own words, if you're old enough, you're good enough. Colby's good enough to play it. Why isn't he playing?
I don't know. I think Colby was also on the bench.
Yeah, Colby's been on the bench for the past 2 games.
Who was on the bench for this game? Yeah, Colby on the bench. Colby on the bench. Van de Beek on the bench. Varane on the bench. Wan-Bissaka on the bench.
I would love to see a midfield of Amrabat, Colby Mainu, and Donny van der Beek before I see McTominay, Amrabat, and Bruno again.
I hear it. What is Brush saying about Erik ten Hag? Are you agreeing with this F grade, by the way?
Yeah, it's been poor, man. You need to be adaptable in this league. You need to learn from your mistakes, and he shows a level of naivety and stubbornness that's irritating.
It's too stubborn. All right. Well, okay, let's go to Andre Onana. Let's start with Munch. Munch, what is Andre Onana getting and why?
For me, people might disagree. It's all about opinions and that. I'm going to set the platform as I usually do. I'm going to say he's getting 3 goals against Bournemouth. All right, fair enough. I'm going to say C minus D. I'm not sure. It's between them two.
He considered 3, bro.
Oh, F then.
So an F, right?
F. Yeah, F.
There's no defending that vibes, right?
It's Bournemouth, man.
I would have given him a D, honestly, if I'm honest.
I mean, but like, it's not like the goals. Like, I mean, it was a good header from what's his name, Billing. The other one was sort of like a Solanke's like flick. That's good. Like I mean, Onana really we can't blame him for that. Really, like
Billing did a great job
this time.
Yeah, Billing did a great job of getting above Luke Shaw because of the size difference and whatnot.
Exactly.
But I thought he could have done a bit better. I don't know if I'm being harsh, but It was kind of straight at him.
No, like it was where it was within reach for his hand.
Yeah.
For sure. And it's point blank range though, you know, those ones. Yeah, it's
What
tough.
does Onana what does Onana have to do to get not drop per se, but what does Bayindia have to do to get a start?
Of course.
Has anybody actually
He
seen
had to
Bayern
score
there play?
goals.
No one's seen bystander.
I've not
Great.
seen him, but I want to at least see him. I just want to be able to say, yeah, he's shit. He's not able
Yeah,
to
don't worry.
catch a goal.
About two,
Bayern
3
had
more
to score
weeks.
goals to
After.
get started.
I genuinely don't care if he holds like 4 in his debut. Do you know why? Because at least I can look at him and say, yeah, he's dog shit and he shouldn't start ahead of Onana. That at least we can see it then. We've not even been able to see it. We're not even seeing it in the Carabao Cup or anything. Like that's because Kenhag said, "Oh, Onana needs to get used to playing in England." He's not even used to playing in the Champions League, and he got to the final of it last year. Like I don't understand him.
By the way, big up to Anthony in the building. Arsenal fan saying, big up our man. You've been streaming all day. Unlucky for yesterday game to Bournemouth. Yeah, bro. Boxes. Ten Hag says the process are working. I can feel something special. Box, are you trolling? Is that what Ten Hag said?
That's a troll, man.
That's a troll. Box, big up to you though. Bayern there 5-3-2 is the formation that Box is wanting to go with. Front two who are pacey and can dribble. We'll come back to that. Let's actually go through. Okay, so Onana gets an F. That's what everybody says, right?
Yes, he gets an F. Whenever he kicks the ball long, I'm giving an F.
Onana's like that kid in class, right? He always fails his tests. He never studies for them, but like he'll get like 1 or 2 of the multiple choice questions right because he's able to guess the answers. That's Onana.
But though, like I can't really feel like he had he conceded 3, but guys, is it a little unfair to say he had a howler? Like he didn't like do the pass to Casemiro versus Bayern, you know? Like it's one of
he
did have a howler.
He did do it. He did it to Amrabat. Amrabat would just pass it back. He did it to Amrabat.
I have the thought of that though, like, but is that the standard we have to hold our keepers to? Not fucking up massively, like that's the standard we hold them to. Like,
this is what our fan base wanted.
Massively, like,
this is what our fan base wanted. They wanted a keeper with 95% pass accuracy. So that's what we got.
5% pass accuracy.
Well, we replaced the keeper that was good with his hands, and
he's still available on a free. He's still available on a fucking free. He's still available on a free. I'd go get
him in.
I would
no. The fans don't deserve him back.
Yeah, no,
not you lot. I'm talking about the crackheads. I'm talking about the crackheads.
Them fans need the pain, man.
It's horrible. It's horrible. Okay, all right. Let's go to Diego Dallo then. What is Omo? Oh, F.
Everybody's getting an F.
Everybody getting F. Everybody.
Can we go lower than F, or are we allowed to go lower than F?
A little bit more object. Like, what about Dallo's performance warrants an F? By the way,
he had one time to pass it to Haaland to get at least 1 goal in, so we don't look embarrassed, and he shot the ball. Oh yeah, where do you do that from?
Guess how many seconds that was? Like, guess how many seconds later we conceded?
Like 10.
20 actually, not 10, just 20. You know, you weren't that far off. Yeah, 20 seconds after Dallo did that. Yeah. 20 seconds after he did that, we had the ball in the back of our net. It shows how slow our players' football IQ is. He's genuinely below average. Like, genuinely, I don't think anyone on this team has a football IQ of above. I don't even want to say 45 because I feel like that's too high.
You know so funny about that header? Nobody jumped.
27.
Nobody jumped. Everybody's feet was on the ground.
Vegos's number of 27. That's what everyone's football IQ is. It's 27.
Everybody's feet was on the ground for that Senesi header. Everybody's feet was on the ground.
That's
They're
true.
sleeping.
Like, do you know how many big chances we had in that game? Do you know how many big chances we had?
Let me see.
Probably zero.
Zero. Exactly zero. 0 big chances at home to Bournemouth.
Now, for me, my issue with Dallo, right, is like that angle was just way too acute, fam. Like, why was Dallo like trying to shoot like on a like as if he's on some Trent Alexander-Arnold settings, bro? Pass to Haaland, who's asking for the ball near post. It's an easy goal. That was a beautiful one too between Dallo and Antony. I want to give him that for creating that quick goal, that quick break at goal. That was good. But bro, make sure you look for your teammate.
Papi,
Come on.
Papi, one more thing. His cross are terrible. His cross are terrible. Another reason why for the F. I forgot. The cross are terrible. Both wingers are going to get F.
Match. In the Chelsea match as well, Dallo's crossing. Did any of you see he kept whipping it to Garnacho at the back post, thinking, right, he's going to do another overhead kick. I'm going to get the assist for it again. Bang.
Even the assist for Garnacho's goal, it was a shit cross, you know. It was a shit cross.
Yeah, for real.
He was so far away from there. He was lucky Garnacho got on the end of it and did what he did. That is how good Dallo is.
Okay, all right. We move on from Dallo. Let's go to Reguilón, guys. What
I
about
don't really much to say on this guy. You guys can take this.
Can we go lower than F? Can we go lower than F?
They're all getting Fs. They're not safe from the F.
F, man.
Yeah, Papi, you want a reason why? I have a reason.
Go ahead, Omar.
His overlapping was poor. You can't be overlapping every single time. He trying to do overlapping. He trying to do inverted. He ain't do nothing right. Ain't trying to do,
why are you here?
and he's trying to defend, and they just
his crossing stank as well.
He was also part of the people, you know, like in a game when you're attacking and you get a shot. Him and McTominay, for me, I saw this vibe of being selfish when you're kind of like in front of you're in the box of the opposition, but there is clearly a defender in front of you and you still go for the shot, fam. Like, what is that all about? Like, why can you not just do a fake look for your teammate? Like these guys, it's like sometimes you can simplify the game by just looking for your teammate. You can pass the ball in the net if you keep recycling the ball. If you keep looking for the extra pass, eventually the other team will, like creating chances is so easy.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like, these guys, man. Reguilón is a culprit for that because there's a little bit of like, if I was Haaland, I'd start hating some of these guys, You're like, bro, why? No, fam. No, look at this.
Haaland's sat at Carrington right now asking them, do you mind passing the salt over, please? And they're sat there ignoring him. They won't even pass him the salt.
Like, no, don't bring it off the table.
Our strikers are starving. Look, Haaland is getting skinny.
No, here's what happened, right? Here's what happened to Carrington, right? There's another leak. I shouldn't be leaking this, but I am, right?
Yeah.
Like, Haaland, Garnacho, and Dallo, they were all sat on the table together. And Haaland said, can I have the salt, please? And then Dallo picked it up, threw it at 45 miles per hour behind Garnacho's head. And it was lucky because Garnacho actually managed to reach back, catch it, and then place it on the side next to Haaland. That's what happened to Carrington.
I hear that corner, but like the thing about it is also, I want to also clarify what Realist is saying because earlier on this morning I said, the flight of the ball was right, but the delivery, like where it landed, was not right. It was behind Garnacho. I acknowledge that, Realist. I'm not saying that Garnacho cross during the Chelsea game was perfect, but today we're talking about the Bournemouth game. We want to kind of focus on how Dallo did today versus Bournemouth, and go ahead.
Zoom in on Dallo. Zoom in. Look at him. Where's he looking? Where is he looking?
He just wants to score, fam. He's literally just like looking at the ball and thinking, I'm gonna go near post. This is how much I can zoom in.
But look, right. Imagine Haaland, right? Look at that space. Look at the space in between the defenders.
He literally gets into this space and
just swat it.
This is we make the game difficult for ourselves, and this is an example, and Dallo was a culprit for that today. Okay, so we said Serge Reguilón also gets an F.
I don't care too much about that gazer, to be honest. Whatever they say, go pick him.
Yeah. Everybody can get an F.
Everybody gets an F. Ricky, or is anything noteworthy about his performance though? But like
his crosses are good. As in, some of it were good, so we can say that.
Huh?
Okay.
What today?
It's some of it.
The only thing he crossed was the halfway line.
It is true that
He attempted 7 crosses. Only 2 of them were successful. So that's about it.
It is true that he did have his hand on his neck ready to celebrate that goal. That is a true comment in the chat. He had his hands on his neck ready to celebrate.
2 key passes. So I get the 2 key passes were the crosses. So he did have 2 crosses. Still an F.
Yeah. 2015.
All right, Harry Maguire. Maguire, man of the match, says box.
I'll give him a D.
Yeah, he gets a D. He tried in the first half.
Yeah,
and he made a really good tackle. To be fair to him.
Yeah,
so I want to give him a D. Yeah, we'll give him a D.
Can we give him an E, mate?
Yeah,
Best of a very bad bunch, but you guys kind of set precedent with the
D minus. D minus.
There we go.
Yeah, D minus.
That feels like it is, but yeah, he's the best of the.
Also, my reasoning is the manager's putting you in position to fail, so you're gonna constantly fail over and over. So get your D minus and enjoy it. It's a magic fall.
Yeah.
What's the difference between an E plus and a D minus?
E plus, we don't do E now. It's just D and Fs, I haven't seen D in a while.
Wasn't Maguire the 5th choice one time? Now we're starting now. What's going on?
4th choice.
Oh, 4th choice.
Yeah, Lindelof was ahead of him. Then we signed Evans.
All right, let's jump to Luke Shaw, guys. What are we saying about Luke the Shaw?
F. He was sleeping. He was sleeping for everything.
Terrible. But again, like centre back is not his natural position.
Yeah,
I find it hard to critique him as a centre back.
The manager put him in position to fail. He got an F. You went there, you failed in that position. We know you couldn't do it, but the manager put it there still.
I normally like the experiment of him on left center back, but today I see why Mourinho never tried it. I see why, Billing didn't even have to do that much, and man was just like lying there on the ground knowing that I got done. Aerially, he was horrible, especially on that moment. But
Shaw.
He's about 6 foot, I think. He's taller than he looks.
He's tall enough.
He's
taller than Lisandro.
Box.
He's 6'1" apparently. Apparently, Luke Shaw is 6'1".
He's actually a mad height for a left back because they tend to be a bit smaller.
Do you know what's another mad height is Andre Onana is apparently 6'3". Now, whether or not you believe me on that one is up to you, but I do not believe Andre Onana is 6'3".
Wait, is that tall?
6'3".
Shaw is listed as 6 feet, but he's always looked 5 foot.
Wait, is Onana that tall? What's 6'3"? I don't know. I just as a goalkeeper.
Man, he doesn't look 6
Top hat's 3 feet. Top hat's 3 feet.
6'3", yeah.
Jeez. Actually, it's probably because of the hairstyle, isn't it?
It's not about the hairstyle. Onana is big. I need my goalkeeper to be lean.
But he's got the reach of a T-Rex though, and he dives.
He should be a DM. Put Johnny Evans our goalkeeper and I'm happy.
Hey Brush. You ever seen Matrix when they just do like a slow motion diving?
Yeah, bro. Onana's not stopping. No bullets. No bullets.
De Gea would.
I think De Gea put his life on the line for a club that will throw him out like he's a used condom.
I'd go to Newcastle if I were.
I'd go to Newcastle and get a Saudi paycheck.
So funny. If we go look at our old games and look at when teams shoot from outside the box, see how we save the ball. It's hilarious.
You guys have seen this, right?
That's funny.
It's madness. All right. I can't play the music. Okay, let's go to McTominay. Scott, what about F?
Again, can we go lower than F? Can we go lower than F?
Get rid of that F and give him a H because he's the world hide and seek champion. Give him his H.
Can we give him a Z? Can we give him a Z? Can we go all the way to the bottom of the alphabet?
No. Give him his H. He's the world hide and seek champion.
He's
Highest
useless.
captain in the
I
world.
think he's a victim of his own success here. The fact that you lot are grading him like that. I don't know
Scott,
what you
Yeah,
think,
you know,
Scotty.
for me, you know, the thing about him is like, guys, like he got into, I remember when maybe 2 occasions or 3 occasions where he received the ball in the box, and McTominay, he's so big, he looks like he can't turn, you know, those moments when you receive the ball in the box, you need a little bit of skill to just create a little bit of space and then pass the ball and look for your teammate or go for goal, you know, but McTominay would only be able to shield and then pass the, you know,
see
like,
what you just said there, but
yeah,
little moments of skill. But you're talking about Scotty. He hasn't got that. It's not in his game, bro.
He's not in his skill set, but like for the
Nah.
position that he was
I'll give him a
playing,
H, man.
He
There was
hasn't
one
got the
time we were
capacity.
on the attack. He didn't even look, and he passed the ball somewhere else. Forget that guy.
Box summarized the same.
Whenever the ball came to him, the reason why he gets the F, because whenever the ball came to him, the attack died. He cannot progress the ball. He cannot run with the ball. All he knows how to do is to shoot the ball. He can't even pass the ball. He can't even lob the ball. The ball
Bro, he
comes to him
doesn't
and he
look.
passes
He
back
doesn't look when
100%
he's
of the
passing.
time.
He doesn't look when he's passing. He just passes it.
I want to keep in mind that McTominay wears contact lenses to improve his vision. He still can't see.
He doesn't. Oh my god! What's the next
Honestly,
player?
as a bench player, I'm happy with him, but don't start.
should be a utility, a bench player. Yes.
At best.
Today I really understood his role in the team. That's you need him to come in as a center back sometimes. You know, you need him if you're protecting a lead versus.
No, you're
No,
wrong.
you
You need
have
him
Johnny
when you
Evans
need a
for that.
goal. When you need a goal and you're gonna be crossing 100 times at the last 10 minutes, that's when you need him.
Bro, Jesus
only that
Christ.
time.
Bots is gonna if Bots was manager without Maguire McTominay, Jesus.
No, Mourinho.
That'll be in goal. That'll be in goal,
Jesus.
anyway, man.
You know,
Jesus.
Onana will be striker.
No, but Maguire, we've seen Maguire this season. We've seen Maguire on the touchline. We've seen Maguire as an inside forward. Guys, we've seen Maguire do so many things. I've been impressed by how some of these players have been performing, you know, in different positions that you'd never expect. But anyway, Bruno Fernandes. Let's go to Bruno, Captain Bruno.
Yeah, I thought he was okay first half, but died second half. So yeah,
Very silly booking as well that he picked up.
Yeah, get him. Also, like he must have known he's got a 1-game suspension. Like, if fans online know that stuff, he's obviously going to know that. Like with the club,
And for all the games he could be suspended for.
I don't think it was a yellow, to be honest. I don't think it was.
Yes, he had a Liverpool game.
Yeah, he's missing a Liverpool game.
He has missed a Liverpool game.
Oh, is it? It'll be 6-0 then, rather than 7.
No, not really. No, actually, knowing this manager probably, but we'll see when the lineup come out. I have 2 emotions
What did you? I have a question though. What did you think of Rashford's performance?
Rashford poor. This man's always been poor. He can't do nothing. We're down 3-0. He wasn't gonna do nothing.
Sorry, I didn't even see him at the bottom of the list, to be honest. I was just thinking of
guys, Connor, I saw Rashford running like he was on Twitter looking at people, you know, saying, "Why are you not running?" He was literally.
Why are you running? Why are you running?
Hold up. He had one bright spot. We're down 3-1. Bruno lobbed him the ball, or whoever did lobbed him the ball. He controlled it and did nothing with it. So he doesn't control the ball. We'll give him that.
He was doing the thing that we've been asking him to do the whole season, you know, and that work rate for that phase of play, it was just like, Rashford, where was this? We need this the whole time for 90 minutes, and it was just too funny for me. I just don't understand him right now.
I have a genuine question, right? Sorry to sort of sidetrack the show, but I have a question.
Yeah,
if performances keep going like this, how long do you think it'll be when that January transfer window opens? People will call for a certain Voldemort to be brought back.
Oh,
I'm hearing people calling him now, man.
I've been calling him back because I watch Getafe every week.
Yeah, he can stay in Spain. That dickhead can stay in Spain.
No, I want him back on my team, but we'll move on.
Yeah, you can go. I mean, you never know. Knowing United, he might be back in the summer. Actually,
that's a very big topic. You know, that's a very big topic.
He might be back. He might be back in the summer.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
All right, let's go to Moroccan Andy Tate. By the way, how did you grade?
Bottom G, yeah.
Bottom G, yeah. Bottom G. Just give him a G. Give him a G. Give him a B and a G. Give him a B and a G, like obviously because he's the bottom G.
And is that who you're gonna put for the notes? Yeah, bottom G.
You know what? You know what? You got to change that manager grade. I don't like that F. I don't
Or-
like that F for Eric
Or
Ten
you can
Hag.
call him Ferdy, innit? You can call him Ferdy. Don't go anywhere.
We'll have to change the Eric Ten Hag grade when we get there.
Yeah, he's getting a Z. He's getting a Z. Erikten Hag.
100%.
Bottom of the alphabet.
I
Okay.
don't like
He's
that.
got a circuit for a hair transplant.
What about Martial?
F.
But you can do this quick. You know, everyone's getting a.
Everyone F.
Everyone.
Everyone F.
No,
Everyone
no.
F, everyone F.
I know. Boss just wants a reason. He just wants a reason. So we're
All
going
right,
to have to give him a reason.
We'll go through the reason. Okay, Martial, useless when he's fit, gets called on and then cries when he's told to actually do his job as a striker, even though he's on £250,000 a week, which is £1 million a month, which is £50 million a year.
Let's talk about Martial versus Bournemouth in this game we saw.
He was useless with the ball every single time. He didn't know what to do with the ball. Like when
I don't even know he was playing.
you know what's so funny? He does that little thing where he come back, get the ball, be in the 10 row, then he drives up and do nothing. Patrick Garnacho, no, he didn't do it. Patrick Antony, no, he didn't do it. He did that little shimmy, dispossess. Shimmy, lose the ball. Every goddamn time. I'm tired of this nonsense. That's why.
The injuries have taken a toll. Not only has he lost the yard of pace, but the power. Everything's gone, man. He's not cut out for this level.
I don't care what he lost.
That shot in the second half was in the first half, man. He just
What
the
is
ball
left?
just
What is left foot?
trickled
You
to
know
the
you
goalkeeper.
you know you can't score from there. I know you
Nah,
can't score
listen.
from there. Your two baby mama know you can't score from
I
there.
just
but
don't
yet
have
you
too
tell the
much
coach it's
smoke
left foot.
because I wanted him gone 3 years ago. So I'm over it.
Yeah, he should have been.
No,
Your
he
vibes
can't
in,
score
man,
from
innit?
there.
Your
He
vibes
did
in,
it.
man.
No one's gonna pick up.
Disrespectful. We all know you can't do it. We all know
I
you
swear
can't
to
shoot
God,
from
right?
there. And he did it.
I swear to God.
Oh my.
Yeah.
If we offer this guy a new contract, we're gonna have problems.
He's in his final year with a 1-year extension.
Yeah.
Please do
There's
not.
no way they're gonna exercise that
250 a week,
option.
by the way.
Well, with the way Baldy's moving, you never know.
We got
But-
Not on 250 a week. No way. Mad.
No, I genuinely, it wouldn't surprise me if he gets a contract renewal before David De Gea would have. It won't surprise me if Martial gets renewed, but David De Gea didn't.
We're gonna talk then.
I mean, there was people for me just thinking about how we even had a Ballon d'Or. Like I see Box's comment is like the
Because he
Ballon
had
d'Or.
he had so much potential, and he
Nah,
wasted.
that was a
Potential was there, and he lost
that
it.
was a Ed Woodward scam, and I respect him for that. He scammed Monaco.
It wasn't really a scam because he was very
No,
high in talent
No,
at the
he
time.
scammed Monaco. He said, "I'll give you 10 million or whatever it was if he wins a Ballon d'Or," and we never paid it.
I mean, they still took us to the cleaners though, because the
I
overall
actually-
package was
Everyone
ridiculous.
was got jokes, you know.
I had
know.
that thought the other day. How much money do you think we've saved in league title bonuses over the years? In the past 10 years, how much money do you think we've saved in league title bonuses? Like, Arsenal, give us like Sanchez,
Bro,
give us
probably
Liverpool.
hundreds of millions. You know, I'm not gonna.
See how much we've saved in that money.
Okay.
I was thinking about it the other day when I was playing Football Manager because I actually had to pay. I had to pay after I won the league. I was so sad. I was like, "Wow, where's all this money going out from?" I won the league, and I should be getting money, not giving it away.
Bro, I'm just wondering why clubs take that like from us now. They should be looking at it thinking you ain't gonna win anything.
Oh, they won't. They'll be sat there. Oh, they'll be sat there like the guy who's literally. They'll be looking at us like we've got bad credit when we say that sort of stuff. It's like, what? You've got a credit score of 12? Right. That's what it's gonna be like.
Corda. Why is Antony getting an F? You were about to explain why he get an F too.
I've not really got too much to say about Antony, to be honest. It's just like his other performances, he just doesn't show up when he's needed. Name one
F
game
for
this
fidget
season,
spinner.
bro. Yeah, F for fidget spinner. There we go.
And he didn't even do the spin.
He signed on.
He didn't even do the spin, man. He just
We
fidgeted.
signed- No,
He
Joe,
didn't do the thing where he takes somebody on and does like unnecessary dribbling. I didn't see any of
I've
that.
missed this spin. I've not.
But
even
bless
seen
him though, he has been trying in the last couple of weeks. He's just
I've
not very
seen that
effective.
spin in a while. You know what? If I was to
I
see
miss
this
it.
spin, I'd probably
I
give him
missed the spin.
I'd probably give him a D. Joel, just to even bring him back. To
He
spin
gets
for
a
all
D.
time's sake.
Dalot was useless, and the manager put him in position to fail. He gets a D. Wait, hold up. Maguire got a D minus. This will be difficult.
To be fair, Maguire did get a hat trick on FIFA for me before. I was loving that hat trick of headers.
He actually he get Antony get a D- to me.
I tell you what, Bots
Yeah, I
had a
don't mind that because
question.
I like Antony anyway. So.
Bots had a
got
question
no help
on his
from the
happy
low.
hour
He
on
got
his
no help
happy
from the
hour quiz
low.
this week, which pretty much sums up our season.
What
where
was
he
it?
caught everyone off guard, where he asked who's been our most offside player this season, and it was
That
Harry
caught me
Maguire.
as well. Caught me as well. Bloody hell. He
Mm.
got
Them
it.
questions about random like Damsgaard. Obviously, I knew Damsgaard, but that other
You know,
Brentford
so
player.
funny. The way Anthony game relies on the fullback, on being fullback, doing overlapping or underlapping. This is the little guy.
I
He's
remember
useless.
Saka. He's so good at it, Joe. When I've watched him improve in his game so much, like you watch him for the
And
what
he's in
goal
his final year.
Yeah. You watched that goal. What game was it? Was it the Copenhagen match?
Yeah, the Copenhagen when we scored 3-1.
Yeah,
McTominay.
We've got a 1-year option on Wamby. I
Oh yeah,
presume
well,
they
yeah,
will
option
use
as
it.
well.
I'd
Oh no, I think it was
extend that
Galatasaray. I
contract.
think it was.
It might have been Galatasaray actually, but I remember Saka can overlap so well because when he overlaps, because he's so quick with the overlap, the fullback which has a split second to think, right, am I going to go with this pacey fullback or am I going to stick with him on man? If he goes with the pacey fullback, he's being drawn out of position. If he sticks with his man, you've got a pacey fullback in behind you, and you're going to get beat if you try and get back and chase him because you're not going to get to him.
You know, so funny. People don't like Wan-Bissaka because he's not pleasing looking on the ball.
Oh well,
He's not
I remember why it's unpleasant to look at.
No,
but he still defends very well.
Wamby's my guy. You know.
Yeah.
I like
Okay.
Wamby.
Before we let's just finish up because the last player is Alejandro Garnacho, guys. You know how what would we say about Garnacho's performance? Because he was pretty much facing who was it?
He was poor this game.
Aiden
Smith, that was the right back.
The most I saw of Garnacho was on the floor.
He was trying, but yeah, nothing really came off, to be honest.
He was trying and
Clutching
trying
his
nothing.
face.
Give him an F.
It didn't look like
He was
Solanke
trying.
made much
He was
contact
trying
with
and
him
nothing
either.
came off. Nothing came off at all. You dribbled the man. You came. The cross was not coming off. Nothing. It's not his fault. The guy was just good. The defender, who that was just like lock him down. Give him an F.
Yeah. Okay, and then there's no other substitutes that are worth.
There's Rasmus Pilestri, Johnny Evans. I'm not sure.
The rest of the subs just got a warm up in it, really. Just a bit of cardio.
Yeah.
They just did that cardio.
Yeah.
What about the refereeing and the VAR? Anything that we can say?
I'll give them an F.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness for
they saved us.
I'll give them an F because it should have been 4-0.
Give them an A.
They're just doing their job.
It should have been 4-0.
Honestly, that guy didn't. What was he going to do with his hand? Like on the fourth goal.
Give the refs a C for only making it 3-0. Third letter of the alphabet.
See for complimentary.
Yeah.
See for complimentary.
Give eriktenhag a Z. Poor, terrible. Terrible man management.
Don't even give him a Z. Give him a 0. Give him a 0. He's not even allowed.
Yeah. Spell out the word 0. Spell out the word 0 so people know.
No, 0. He's
not so people know. Terrible man management. Terrible formation. Who plays in position to fail? Like, what were you thinking? The single pivot? How many times are you gonna try this dumb thing? Then they play Luke Shaw left center back by himself. What? They start Martial with McTominay. Both those can't mix together. You start Maguire with Varane on the bench. You have hold on, wait a minute. Bruno Fernandes, your best creative player. You made him play the whole game. Now he got a stupid yellow card, and now he's suspended for Liverpool. What is wrong with you? What type of subs are this? Now you want to bring in Haaland at 56 minutes. You want to take off Luke Shaw after he's been terrible and bring on Johnny Evans late. You want to bring up Pelestri for what? Did you see he wanted to bring on Donny van de Beek and he didn't do it? Get this manager out of here, man. Why are you bringing on Marcus Rashford? Rashford is poor. He should never come on the pitch. He should never come on the pitch. Just let Garnacho play out the 90. We don't care about the result at this time. Wan-Bissaka on the bench. Like, I don't get this man. I don't get this man. Yeah, Kobe on the bench. Listen, at this point, play Kobe and Dan go pivot. Because your whole midfield, like, I do not know what you're doing at all. This manager is clueless. Yeah. He's moving like a rookie. Bring in Wayne Rooney as manager. Bring in Wayne Rooney. He's another rookie.
No.
Wait. Let me explain why. Let me explain why.
Have you seen him from
Let me
Birmingham?
explain why. He's a rookie. He's a rookie. Bring in another rookie. At this point, bring in more
Rooney's
rookies.
not
I
gonna-
don't care.
You started to cook, but then you burnt the toast because I don't know what the last thing was to add.
No. You see, the reason why I say bring in Wayne Rooney because Wayne Rooney is also a rookie. He's also poor at Birmingham. Bring in another rookie.
He was cooking nothing, but he was cooking nothing.
I have a thing though.
No seasoning.
He's cooking steamed water.
Vibes, I have a question for you. Vibes, why do you want to see Everton relegated?
I can't stand that club.
I love Everton. I love Sean Dyche.
No, I hate that club. You know, not Sean Dyche. I respect him.
You hate Sean Dyche.
No, I respect him. I just hate the club he's at.
I like Everton. They have a little like Joe when you see that little kid that gets bullied at the playground, but you sort of like you root for him and that. Like,
I want to kick him. I want to kick him.
That's my Everton.
Wait. Before I just want to close up this conversation on the grades, I want to just review them with an external administrator. His name is Jarvis. Jarvis.
Hey, big up, guys. Big up. How are you guys doing?
Big up, bro. Nice for joining us.
Right after the loss, or are we still
Here are the grades. What is there any grade that you disagree with?
No, I think you're being generous.
What who?
D- for Anthony. Why?
With
Did he
who?
run?
So because Antony, honestly, like he you can tell that he gave a lot of like his energy. He exerted himself. He defensively, he was 4 ball recoveries, 3 defensive actions, 5 duels won. He was all right.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right.
No.
For me, the only player I liked on the pitch was actually Palestri. When coming on, he brought some energy. Even he had some dribbles. He tried to take on his man at least and do something. He was not hot potato and hide and seek. So for me, I think he was the only one who get a fairly okay grade.
But you just reminded me of something as well. Do you remember in the Newcastle match where Aaron Wan-Bissaka was actually getting quite badly overrun on that right hand side? Do you know because Rashford refused to track back? I think if Antony was there, we wouldn't have done that badly on the right hand side of that pitch. It was because Antony's tracking back game is amazing. He's going forwards, just not as where it needs to be, and it's so aggravating because he's so good and so bad, and it's hard to defend him if you like him, but it's also hard to criticize him at times. That's what's difficult with Antony.
When it comes to Antony, I think he's so limited that it hinders our game. He, in the full 90 minutes, he didn't once go to the byline. We didn't even try once. Always cut inside. Always. And imagine being a left back playing against Antony. In the morning before you play against Manchester United and you're the left back on
You don't have to worry about the
Bournemouth.
overlap.
You go into job smiling and thinking, okay, now will be an easy job because
genuinely
usually you defend both ways, right and left. But when you go up against Antony, you just go one way. It's so easy, He's so one dimensional. I see he's a good player. He has technique, and he tracks back and everything. But man, he got to develop his game. Is he 23 years old?
Yeah, he's 23.
So it's time to step it up. You can't play for Manchester United with one foot.
Anthony game depends on it relies heavily on the right back. That is paired with. That's why him and Dalot doesn't work together. Him and Wan-Bissaka is a perfect pairing, and I know why the manager doesn't go back to it.
All right, so guys, let's from the lineup that played today, right? We have to just kind of be objective, and when we're looking at Ten Hag's performance as a coach, and say most of these players are there's some players that were signed by Ten Hag. Onana signed by Ten Hag. Dalot, let's say that's a Jose Mourinho signing. Maguire, Oli signing, right? Shaw, Van Gaal, Reguilon, you can say it's a Ten Hag loan, right? Amrabat, Ten Hag. McTominay is promoted by Jose. Bruno Fernandes signed by Ole. Antony signed by Ten Hag. Martial signed by Van Gaal. Garnacho signed by what? Garnacho was promoted by Rangnick. Haaland is a Ten Hag guy. So when you're actually looking of the 15 players that played, 6 of those were signed by Ten Hag. 2 of those were on loan, and the others was like an emergency 1-year signing. So we can be harsh on Ten Hag and say, right now I feel like Jarvis, I heard you say right. He shouldn't play the single pivot, but Ten Hag, we also want him to stick to his principles. And this guy's like single.
Where is his principles from last season though? Last season they played a double pivot all season.
If he's gonna keep doing this,
last season was all about stabilizing the ship.
No. If he does the same midfield stuff, yeah, he can go.
No, but last season
you should have stayed with last year's style, man. If there is a style,
last year was double pivot. Last year was double pivot.
We were just very good defensively, guys. We were just difficult to beat.
No. Last year was different. His play style was 4-2-3-1. This year he decided to change the whole thing.
I'm not Ten Hag out yet, but you can't use the signing because Emery's got some.
I'm ready Ten Hag out.
Emery's got some of Gerrard's players, and look what he's doing.
Okay. I'm not exactly Ten Hag out, but I'm waiting at the bus stop and the bus is on its way. That's all I'm saying. Ten Hag.
Next week, if he sets up like this next week, then I'll be Ten Hag out.
The manager's 1 year behind in his plan. Year 1, come in, implement your play style, and go then build up from there. But instead, what he did was, Ole did this and work. Okay, I'm just gonna use Ole Pro Max 4-2-3-1 and win everything and go and beat all competition and win. Okay, win all competition, FA Cup final, semis in the whatever that competition, Europa, champions in the Carabao Cup, play all games in the Premier League. We had by far, I think the second team with the most matches in the top 4 league. But either way, year 2 coming, you want to change your play. Now you want to implement your play style. Now you can't do that. You're 1 year behind. Now you gotta go back.
I don't mind if he changed his play style. It's just more like he's seen his team concede 20 shots against Luton and Everton, and he's not changing anything.
No, my thing is he can't change his play style now.
That's fine.
No, he can't change it now. You gotta go back.
I think he can. I think I'm fine with him changing it. It's just tweak something in midfield.
You know why I differ? For me, it seems like the logical thing to do, guys. If you're coming into a club that's had one of the worst starts ever, you want to come in and stabilize the ship. You don't really care about like drilling your ideals. Then the second time when you have like a few signings that you're like, all right, I think this signing can help me play this kind of way. Then you start getting to that level where you're like saying,
I agree with that. I agree with that.
It's my vision.
I agree with that.
We got Champions League football last year. Can we do that this year?
No, but I think what Bots is saying is true. We were so bad, he just thought, you know what, let me just get results and whatnot. And then when I make more signings, I'll change.
I agree with that. I agree with that completely. But he got signings in last season, and he decided, you know what, these results aren't working. I'm going to get results. And then he's now come to this season. He's got his players in, and he can't play his system. Just get the results. I don't care if it's going backwards.
That's what I think. He's just being too stubborn.
This is the naivety I was alluding to. Like when things aren't going wrong, you have to pick up results. You need to go back to basics.
He has to use the 4-2-3-1. What stabilize the ship? He got to keep using that forever now. It's going to be hard for him to change it.
How do teams avoid getting relegated? Is it because they play proper football? You know, they play football with proper tiki-taka, or do they just get results and that's all they care about? Is it, you overlap 15 times that game, well done? No, it's because you get results. You stay up. And when you want to win football matches, it doesn't matter if you're playing Pep Guardiola style or Jurgen Klopp, because they know what they've got. They've built their team.
At Man United, it matters though. You can use that same yardstick for like saying, it's survival FC versus like beautiful football FC. You at Man United, you have to try.
I haven't seen beautiful.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind these results if we were playing well, because I could have seen we building something. So it's not just about the losses; it's how we play.
What is our style of play? What is our style of play?
Bypass the midfield.
Inshallah, we win today.
Bypass the midfield. Go to the wing and try and hope for the best.
That's what it is. Inshallah. That's our play style.
Guys, 20 minutes without conceding a goal.
Guys, no. Let's be actually real. What's our style of play? Brush, have you seen anything?
In parts, I can see what he's been trying to implement, but
After we
it's also
conceded that
it's
one
also
goal.
it's
Did you
also
see
gone
it?
out the window, innit? So when he has a fully fit squad, we'll come back and look at it
Jarvis
again.
sitting
But
up.
for the time being, it is
Jarvis
what
is
it
sat
is,
there
man.
laughing.
No, I can see
Yeah,
what he's
wait,
trying to do.
yeah.
I can see what he's trying to do. He's just been too stubborn with it, is all.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Like Ten Hag he's too stubborn for his own good, and that'll be the end of him. Like Ole knew that he didn't have a squad that could win in games by playing expansive football. So what did he do? He said, "Okay, I'll pack the midfield and I'll hit teams on the counter attack." Do you know what Pep Guardiola said in his interview? If you hit Manchester United harder in an attack, they will hit you harder on the counter attack when playing against Solskjaer, because he knew that Solskjaer got his team to play counter attacking football. He knew that he had Martial, Rashford and Voldemort with pace who could hit him harder when Ollie literally beat him. So, but like, how many times did Ollie beat him? Like 3 times?
And
Yeah,
James.
3 times, yeah.
And Dan James, yeah.
Erik.
Forgot about Sonic.
And today,
Beep,
I
beep.
also questioned the mentality with which they went into this game with. Maybe they thought Bournemouth would be pushovers. They've actually gone on a really good run in the last 5 games. They picked up 4 wins at a draw.
Yeah, man, respect.
2 of those wins were against Newcastle and Crystal Palace, who we dropped points to. And they even picked up a draw against Aston Villa, who we've got coming up in a few
Thanks
weeks.
for the reminder, bro.
You're
That's a
welcome.
Boxing Day,
You're
innit?
Guys, I wanted to toss the question to Jarvis because I'm curious what you have to say about style of play vis-a-vis Ten Hag, Jarvis.
Yeah, basically, you don't get to be the manager of Ajax if you don't have a style. But he placed the total football Cruyff book that everybody talks about. But he has his own little tweak. But basically, it's about building up from the back and controlling the game, dominating the opposition, shifting play from one side to the other, and yeah, basically that's what he's doing. But we have seen this season when he tries to play the 3-1-6 formation or 3-1-3-3 or whatever you want to call it. The problem is it leaves a big gap in the middle because we're trying to triple up on both sides on the flanks and create triangles with the wingers, the fullback, and one of the midfielders. So we get exposed with the number 6 Amrabat. You saw him today too. He was also all alone all the time. And one of the biggest problems now is we don't want to receive the ball. McTominay and Bruno, they hide in the build-up play. So when Amrabat drops down in between the center backs, it's not easy for him to find the pass. He needs to carry the ball all the way up until the midfield because he have half of the pitch in front of him with no players. It's very hard for him to play that number 6. If I was Amrabat, I would have been pissed at Ten Hag because I would feel let down because what is Ten Hag thinking? Putting him in that role, he's putting him out to fail. But in a way, Amrabat did okay. But I see in a
Clap
way
for
that
this man.
people that the players are mutinying about Ten Hag at the moment because maybe they're not outspoken about it, but in their mind, in their head, they will think, "What the hell am I doing playing this style? It's not working, man. Fix it." But he's so freaking stubborn. So I've been saying all season, you gotta play a double pivot. We need more balance in the team. And another thing is, if we play Amrabat, he has his short pass game. He likes to just distribute the ball right, left. And Bruno, he's like a high octane player. High octane. He wanna go in attack fast as possible with a Hollywood pass. And we have McTominay. He can't pass. Only thing he can do is shoot. So how is the balance of those 3 guys in midfield? It's terrible. How can you form a partnership with those 3 guys? They don't even know how to play together. The only partnership I see who is actually establishing himself now in the last couple of games is Shaw and Reguilon. I see those 2 guys. They have a connection. They understand each other. Reguilon goes forward. Shaw backs him up and is like a shield and a cover for him in a way. So I like what I see for them. And a little bit I see a partnership with Dallo and Antony. But besides that, we have players who are like all alone on the pitch. Like Amrabat, we have Højlund. He's all alone on the pitch.
Up front as well, Jarvis. Our forwards have no service.
Off. And how do we expect a young striker to develop? How will Haaland develop to be one of the best strikers in the world? We
know
all
what?
talked about it in the summer when we signed him, but all he do is work his ass off. He doesn't have one shot a game in average. He just runs around. He won't develop. We will ruin Haaland.
Do you know what?
He won't be a good striker.
You know what? That is so jarring to me as well. Do you know, like, remember a couple of seasons ago when we had Cavani and Ronaldo both at United at the same time? Imagine we had them two still here, but with Haaland as an understudy to them. Like, Haaland was learning so much as well. And it's so jarring because United, right? We left Ronaldo. Obviously, Ronaldo was probably more upset we didn't have Champions League football, but also with stuff the club did. And then we let Cavani go as well on a free, and we didn't even bother going to get a new striker in as well to replace him. And when you look at Cavani, remember what game was it where he literally ran from one side of the pitch to the other, kept the ball in, played it back, whipped it into the box, and then Ronaldo scored the winner. Do you remember that goal? Like, I'm not sure if you all remember it or not.
Was it Villarreal?
Yeah, it was in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Probably Villarreal. Yeah. You remember a game like that? A player like that would still run for Ten Hag today. He might not be able to play every week. That's where you've let Haaland come in. But I would still have kept Edison Cavani because Edison Cavani...
Nah, not him. Ronaldo, yeah, but Cavani pissed me off in his second season. Always on holiday.
He was pissed off at the way he lost the number 7 shirt, and he showed it the second season. He was on holiday.
Grumpy.
And
he knew the big dog was back in it, so...
He'd get injured in the warm-up, like his groin injury happened.
It's just the World Cup. No. He get injured for international duty.
He would always fly back home.
He went there. No, but I know what Connor's saying. Cavani had elite movement. Like, he had elite movement. And Haaland could have learned more from him.
Would be the perfect understudy for Cavani. Like, he would be the perfect player to just be learning and studying under Cavani. We should have, had Cavani earlier and, Haaland earlier so that they could have, been in the same...
I'll tell you what, Bots, the perfect example I can think of, when we spent big on a teenage Wayne Rooney. Now, obviously, he had tons of potential, one of the top talents at the time. But even with him, it took 2-3 seasons for him to mature. But when he came in, who did we have?
Ruud
Van Nistelrooy. A seasoned veteran who knew what he was doing. So the pressure wasn't on Wayne. Yes. Whereas now you've paid a massive fee that you would usually spend on an established player, on a young talent. And that's all he is. It's just potential and talent.
Do you know what?
And you've thrown him in at the deep end. And people will look at that fee, unfortunately, and judge him off of that.
I think it's just because the striker market stinks, to be honest.
Well, that too, but also we're so poor at scouting.
Because I'm still happy with the Haaland signing, though. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, the striker market stinks for young potential, but for established strikers, it doesn't because we had.
No, I'm glad we did get Kane. I wanted him, but I'm glad.
No. I was talking about Thuram. Like Thuram on a 3, he's. He's good. That made sense. Right now. Like on a 3, realistically, you get him on a 3. He's a well-established striker in the Bundesliga. Sure, it's the Bundesliga. It's not the best. Sancho's a prime example of that. But realistically, he's a well-established striker. He's gone to Italy. In my opinion, the Italian league's probably the second best league in Europe behind the Premier League, Joe, with how intense it is. Joe, with some of the games, I watch them quite a bit. He's doing well there. I would honestly prefer us to have gotten Thuram and Haaland, or gone out and got an established striker and no Haaland, because realistically, we needed an established striker. And Haaland's done well in the Champions League, but with the lack of support around him, in the sense of having a striker that knows what he's doing, because Martial doesn't know what he's doing. He's an idiot at times. Thuram would have been that support system, and us letting Thuram go on a 3 is so annoying to me. Like, it's stupid.
Hey, you know what it is? That signing makes sense.
You know what it is, yeah?
You know what club you supported. That's the problem.
You know what it is? You're talking smart, but United don't make smart decisions. That's the thing.
I think I could run Manchester United very well, honestly. I think if I was in there for a few months, I could get us running.
Hey, come on, let's get it trending. Corner in. Jim. Come on.
I will email Sergio Ratcliffe and ask if I can have a job. I will genuinely. I'll go to the F1. I'll go meet him. I'll go ask him for a job. But I have a question. Have you seen that Rooney Barge, the guy that scored against us in the Champions League? He's a right winger. He scored the winner at Copenhagen.
Yeah. Baller.
Yeah, I want him at United. He will be a signing I'd go out and get. It cost us maybe 20 million at most. He's going to be
at the moment, Connor. The trouble is at United, they'll look at him in 2 years' time after he's gone somewhere else, and the price triples.
He will be the next best right winger in Europe, in my opinion. He'll be the next best right winger. He looks that good. Rooney Barger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, you know, his name Rooney as well. That's just another positive, you know. But I'd genuinely go and get him. I'd do it. I'd go and get him, but I'd also start making established links between us and a few other like European clubs that are a bit smaller. You know, like Copenhagen or like Young Boys. You go start establishing
clubs, the way we used to do it, like with Royal Antwerp.
Yeah.
Because when we've got them smaller clubs that have got a connection to us, they're going to think, right, well, we'll offer these to United first, because then they're more likely to give us youth players.
And we can also send our youth players there to play at a higher level to gain experience.
It's so jarring how poorly we've been running. It's so easy how we can fix it, but we just don't. And it's so annoying to me, because it's like, you know, when you see an idiot doing something, you're just like, right, let me just help you and fix it quickly. And then it's like, you just can't. It's annoying. It hurts.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so guys, where do we go from here after this Bournemouth situation?
Down.
I'm gonna try and be a bit positive. We're gonna win on Tuesday.
I'm going to.
Wouldn't it be typical Man United to lose to Bournemouth and win versus Bayern?
You know, it'd be funny if we beat Bayern and then one of Copenhagen and Galatasaray win, so it won't matter anyway. That's probably what would happen.
Go to Europa League. I
don't want Europa League, I'll be honest.
You want Thursday night football, Jarvis?
No, not at all.
They might just lose. I don't want to be embarrassed. I'm tired of being embarrassed. Just lose and get out.
Here's what's happening, guys, We're going to... People say, oh, United win 3-2. They're going through. Last minute Copenhagen goal. Europa League.
It would just be that would be our luck, you know. It really would.
We'll be winning like 3-0 or something, like in the 90th minute, right? Copenhagen, it will be 0-0. Right, here's what's going to happen. Rooney Barger's going to pick up the ball on the halfway line. He's going to run it halfway up the wing. He's going to cut inside, break what's their right back's name? Break his ankles or whatever. Then he's going to put it through the centre back's legs. He's going to chip it. What's it called? Do around the world in the box. Rainbow flick over the goalkeeper. Get it on the line, get down and just knock it in with his head. That's what he's going to do. And then he's going to knock us out Champions League into the Europa League.
Oh, boy.
That's what's going to happen.
No.
Typical United.
They will get a penalty in the 95th.
Wait. You're not opening about Europa League.
And the VAR will come in and give Copenhagen the penalty, and they will win in the 95 minutes. This is Champions League. You know the handball rule. They will just throw it out at them.
After we get knocked into the Europa League, we still got to play their home and away game just to be in the Europa League.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, leave me out.
Actually, give me 4. Get me out of it. 4.
Leave me out of it, man.
Can you see my screen? I just want to show you where I'm going to be sat for the Bayern match.
All right, let's see where
this is where I'm going to be sat for the Bayern match.
Oh, nice.
I managed to get the ticket
in the house.
I managed to get it for £43 after the Chelsea match. I went on there after the Chelsea match and got it for £43.
Come on. Yeah, Connor, you go ahead. You can say what you want to say.
It's just that chat there. Kieran McKenna as well. He's been doing really well.
That's precisely what I was about to bring up. Exactly. Yeah.
Championship. Kieran McKenna. Where are they now? It's
McKenna and Carrick play already today, or is it tomorrow?
The school of Ollie looking good, yeah.
They are playing this weekend, but I don't know if it's
yesterday. Ipswich Carrick got beat by McKenna 2-0.
Come on, McKenna. All right.
No, but
hypothetically speaking, if Ollie didn't get the sack and he still was our manager today, where would we be?
Championship.
No, man. No. We wouldn't be championship.
Actually, you know what? Where Chelsea are right now.
You know, we would have had Carrick and McKenna.
Yeah,
actually, probably similar to where we are now. You know, probably similar to where we are now.
Similar.
Similar place, maybe a little higher, maybe.
But actually, no.
No, maybe where Chelsea are now.
It was towards a downward trajectory at the end, though, guys.
The Champions League group stages.
Yeah, no, I'm remembering the good times. Now it was going.
No. I think back to the 4-1 against Watford, people.
Yeah, it was going one way. Yeah.
Hey, do you know that watch along that KG did on his channel? That popped up on my YouTube the other day.
Which watch along?
Which one? He does a
lot
of
the Watford. The United 4-1 defeat to Thingy when he was talking to Owen.
Oh Jesus!
when
remember that.
Maguire got sent off.
Oh, have you seen KG's dancing on Best of Enemies?
Have you heard his singing?
I blame him. I blame him for the loss. I blame him.
Return of the man.
Oh, no.
Jenny TV in the building, by the way, saying
Just
trust
kidding,
the
Bingo.
process, but what's the process? Toby in the building says, is it time for Rashford to go? Luen was also in the house. Let's close it up on, is it time for Rashford to go? What are you saying, Connor? You done?
I don't know what to do with him. It's like it seems when he doesn't get a good morning text message off his missus, he can't score. But like when the together but they're unhappy with each other, he seems to be on top of the world. I genuinely don't know what to do with him. He's such an enigma, and it's so annoying because we've just gave him a new 5-year deal with like 350 grand a week, was it?
Yeah, 500, 300 a week for a 25-year-old.
£300,000 a week. So we do that times by 4. So then we do that by 52. That's £62 million a year. We times that by 5 years. That's £312 million we've just given Marcus Rashford, and we're sat there wondering why he can't perform. It's because he doesn't need to. Because for the next 5 years,
I've still got faith in him. I still have faith in him, but I'd keep him on the bench for the next few games. Don't even bring him on.
No, I'd bring him on if we need to be, but I wouldn't.
No, honestly, just send him a message. I still have faith in him. That's my guy, but just send him a message that, listen, you ain't playing until you saw whatever's going.
I agree. I don't know why he's coming on.
I want to watch United training session. I want to see what happens in United training session because it just seems like we don't train.
They don't.
We do train. We do train.
No, we don't.
Guys.
No, we don't. You don't see it on the pitch.
No, we don't.
When it's time for the final, they fail every single time.
The most on the train, not.
I think he does too many sessions because of the injuries we used to get. But again, I don't know if they're just running in training or punching each other. I don't know what's going on.
I have a point to make, right? I don't want us to go out and get Robert De Zerbi because we don't have the recruitment staff to help Robert De Zerbi like Brighton do. But do you know AC Milan flew in some of their coaching staff to go watch Robert De Zerbi? Go watch him.
I'll be honest, I don't want that guy. I'll be honest.
No, I
wouldn't want that guy.
Personally. No, but AC Milan are flying in their staff to go watch how he trains, and his training sessions are totally open to the press. Everyone can go in and watch him, no matter what, right? Yeah, our training sessions. Who's asking to come watch us train? Like Bolton, Bolton Wanderers.
Anyway, well, let's keep the question moving. Is it time for Rashford to go Manj Omo next after Manj?
I should have went ages ago.
It's time for him to go.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye, you done with him.
Yeah. Why did he, like Connor said, why did he give him a new contract? He should have went then. See you later.
All right.
Exactly. It was time for him to go last year.
Rashford and Mbappe swap deal. Who says no? Probably Mbappe and PSG, but
yeah,
probably
Mbappe.
Manchester.
No, last season wasn't time for him to go. No, that's mad.
He had a good season last year. It would have been madness to let him go on a free transfer.
Yeah, but the mistake was giving a new contract. That's what it was.
But then he would have gone on a free, which is
to not have the structure in place and to allow his contract to run down.
What if he goes to PSG and has a better season than the one that he has, last season? So it was a gamble keeping him or selling.
Nah,
him.
You can't lose him on a free.
But let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Rashford performed last season, right?
Yeah.
You know why? Contract season. These players are terrible. They only performed during contract season.
I mean, to be fair, he performed even after he got it.
Martial.
But I don't know what's happened to him this year. I
think personally last season we ran him into the ground.
The contract, he's back to look sure.
Martial stayed 100% fit this season, contract season.
The moment Rashford got a new contract, I knew EPL time was up. Like, your time is up. They gave Rashford a new contract. Yeah, he doesn't fit your play style. Out of all the wingers you want a Cody Gakpo.
What was the alternative in the Rashford situation?
Yeah, if you lost him on a free, it would have been.
If you don't agree and you deal with him, he would have walked for free.
Let him walk then.
What do you mean let him walk? Who do you replace him with, bro? After the goal he scored last season.
If you ask me, I'll go get Mitoma right now.
Mitoma, I'll be honest, Mitoma.
We couldn't sign Amrabat on a permanent deal. Where's the money for Matoma coming from?
Matoma's been struggling this season. But no one wants to say.
Make it make sense, blood.
I got Simon Toma, there's Cody Gakpo there.
And you know what's mad? People speak on Matoma like he's 22, you know. Matoma's older than Rashford, I think.
Yeah,
They're probably the same age. Matoma's probably 26 as well.
So vibes, you're saying Rashford is time to go as well, right?
No, I've still got faith in him, but I just wouldn't play him in any of the next games.
There's other fires to put out.
Don't sub him on.
There's other. Sorry to interrupt. There's other fires to put out before we get to Rashford, and unfortunately, the club have decided to make him the franchise star and give him franchise wages. So please explain to me how the hell we ship him from our books.
Yeah, but
don't get me wrong.
He goes on a free.
If Rashford does this stuff for the whole season, then I'll say get rid of him. But for now,
you know, over 300 grand a week, 26 years old. The only thing we can do is try and utilize him for the time being.
I still have faith in Rashford. I have faith in him.
So you want to force your way to make Rashford work in a team where he's
no, absolutely not forced. But realistically, who's coming in for him? There's other fires to put out. Come this summer, I'm getting rid of Varane and Casemiro first before I go to Rashford. Due to
I don't think he's just turned absolute garbage overnight. You know, I think he's going to improve.
You're going to get rid of Ten Soldier instead of getting rid of MBE.
No, I'm getting rid of those two particularly because Casemiro turns 32 before the season's out. And he's already on the decline and on 300 grand a week. Rafael Varane is also on 350, and he's a bench player now, coming on for cameo appearances, and he's also wrong side of 30. If there's deals to be had and Saudi come in, those are the players I'm cashing in on because that helps fund the rebuild.
If Saudi come in for Bruno, like offered like
he can go too.
He can go.
He can go.
Next summer is the last chance we'll get to cash in on Bruno.
I'm
next
keeping
September
him.
He'll turn 30.
I don't care. I'm biased. I'm keeping him.
Hey, Brush. Do you know who I would sell? Well, I would sell Mason Mount.
I don't like him to be
honest. He just got here though.
He's 24. He's English. They gave him the number 7 shirt. Unfortunately, he's staying. So it's got to work.
Garnacho deserves that number 7 shirt.
See, Papi, all this thing about getting rid of players,
Saudi
to me, it's just the manager fault. It's just that simple. Like, you fill them out, whatever coaching you're doing, whatever training you're doing, you're not making it work. Like, are these players that bad that you can't make it work? Because you somehow got 4th place with them, and now all of a sudden just get this manager out of here. I'm tired of him.
If we were smart, we could have got Mason Mount on a free transfer next summer.
No, that I wouldn't argue with on a free.
No, we would have gone somewhere else. He would have gone somewhere else.
He would have been injured half this anyway. Whatever.
Let's move on, man.
I'm biased as well. I'm fine with him as a player. I think he'll be fine for us when he's back.
Jarvis has not responded to the question that Toby posed. Is it time for Rashford to go? Where are you on the Rashford?
Yeah, sure. He needs to go. He doesn't suit our style, and he doesn't have the ability to develop this game.
Am I the only one who's saying no at the moment?
He's a pace merchant. Everything he can do is to run fast.
I'm saying no at the moment.
And that's it. You know, did you see him today? He was popped against the right back. I don't know the was he Dutch? The guy who played on
that right back, Adam Smith, is English.
No,
yes, the left back is Hungarian.
He ran into that fullback, and the fullback just pushed him, and he just flew away. He's strong as a 2-year-old kid. You know, he has no power, and he has no brain. He doesn't understand what to do. When he got the ball, he looks down and run.
That's what I'm saying. Don't give him any minutes for the next few games. Send a message.
I wouldn't
send him a message.
I wouldn't have him in the squad.
I have a question.
Put him on the bench.
I have another question for another player actually about keeping to see if they stay or should they go. Sorry, Pappy wants to go to bed right now. He's very tired. We'll keep it brief.
No, go ahead, Connor. Go ahead.
No. I have a genuine question though. Ahmad, what happens to him?
He's just in January, you know.
I'd send him on loan again.
If he wants to save his career, he shouldn't be at United.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Does he want to try and start a United career, or does he want to just go and start a new career with a new club where he'll actually get minutes? Because Ten Hag's not going to drop Antony, man, for him. Even though
I'll send him on loan because I still don't think he's ready to be honest.
He's going to put Rashford on the right.
I still don't think he's, for me anyway. I still don't think he's ready. But
I think he's ready to start because in my mind, I'd probably play a front three of Garnacho on the left, Rasmus through the middle, and what's his name? Right,
Ahmad on the right.
Ahmad on the right. That would be a front three of
No,
mine.
I actually wouldn't mind seeing him start, but I just think for him, I think it's best to go on.
And based on how he's used Pelestri in his time, I just have no confidence that he's going to give Ahmad the chance.
That's what I'm saying. At least if he goes alone, he'll get consistent games, isn't it? If he goes alone.
But Ahmad is more of a 10 because he don't have the exploding pace as a lot of the wingers do. He's more of a technical player, and his best role is probably in a number 10.
I don't. I don't think the manager should just get rid of the wings. Like play Garnacho and what's his name up front, and play more to the left than anything, and just forgo the right because the way you want your right back is not overlapping. Your right winger just having a ball and nobody to pass to. Like just forgo the whole right side and drift everything to the left and call it a day.
Nah, honestly, I'd argue because Ahmad's technical, like you said. I'd honestly go for more of a style of play of doing kind of similar to what we do now, but go for a double pivot of Kobe Mainoo being the right half of a pivot, and then on the left half going with Amrabat, because Shaw likes to sit in the midfield, doesn't he? So it leaves Amrabat with the ability to drift a bit further forward. Kobe Mainoo will be my idea of Kobe Mainoo being on the right, being able to. Once he's on the right, being able to drop down a bit and cover gap in behind Wan-Bissaka. Once he's covering that gap in behind Wan-Bissaka, then you can allow Wan-Bissaka to overlap, and then you'll be able to have Antony or even Ahmad cut inside and be a bit more technical with it. Yeah. Because that, in my mind, it creates more space. And even still, Kobe in that sense would be able to pick up the ball and do a give and go with Wan-Bissaka to get Wan-Bissaka into space to create a chance for an overlap. But it's just tactically we're inept.
Well, inept. Franciam says Eriktenhag is a poor man's Louis van Gaal. Strict but no philosophy and no major trophies besides the Dutch league.
No. Van Gaal was boring. Sorry.
I have a question though.
I'm not having that. He was so boring.
Does Ten Hag not talk about his football style? Does Ten Hag not talk about his football style because he doesn't have one? Is that why he doesn't talk about his style of football? He doesn't have a style of football to talk about.
Van Gaal,
I can honestly see what Ten Hag's trying to do. He's just been too stubborn.
Because with Van Gaal, you knew Van Gaal's style of football before he even came to Manchester United, and when he did come here, he implemented it, and you could see it. But with Ten Hag, what's his style of football? Does he talk about his style of football?
We talked about it. It's all those things that we've been mentioning the last.
He wants to counter.
Van Gaal's position without purpose.
He wants to counter press, innit? Van Gaal's style of play is put everyone to sleep. That's what that was.
No. We mentioned it. Let's not go over it again. But the quick things is building out from the back, counter pressing, pinning the opponent in that half. Overloading the flanks, creating overloads, and trying to whip the ball in as a cross. Come on, he's been trying to do that, and the players are just not doing it well.
But it's on me. I just have an agenda against Van Gaal for one certain thing. So I just, forget that.
You just don't like it. Toby
says listen, he could have signed Tony Cruz and he rejected it. So forget that.
Oh, yes.
We could have had him,
David Moyes could have, Thiago, who's at Liverpool? David Moyes could have signed him, but he decided to sign Marouane Fellaini.
Fabregas round all summer.
But the one thing I will say to David Moyes, he had the Cruz deal lined up, and Van Gaal, who's a possession pervert, said no, which I've never understood.
David Moyes asked Rio Ferdinand and the Manu Vidic to defend like Phil Jagielka. Let's not pretend.
Oh my God! Yeah.
No, I'm not saying this, but I'm just saying Van Gaal for a possession manager, you rejected Tony Cruz. To this day, it makes no sense to
me. Tony Sanders, cruise control.
It don't make no sense.
I think Ten Hag was the manager that we should have kept. Because knowing now, in hindsight, we knew that he only got his fifth or sixth options when it comes to transfer.
Van Gaal or Mourinho?
Yeah, Van Gaal. And he was very unlucky in the season. He got sacked because of injuries. We played Cameron Jackson and a lot of fringe players.
He beat Arsenal with them.
And he had a definitive style, and we could use that when we played against the top four teams. We used to beat Liverpool and all the other big teams when we played 1 against 1. But we had a lot of injuries. So if we had given him a lot of time and support, I think he was probably the only manager of the one we have had to bring us back.
This is the problem. They don't get the right support. None of them.
Nah, Bonham, he was a boring pagan. Boring pagan.
I have a question.
Well, you can say that, but playing that type of style takes a lot of time to implement, and you can't do it with.
And you can't just pick and choose. Like there's also targets and Van
Gaal. My job is this is what I'm saying. Why would he say no to Cruz and assign Schneiderlin?
Listen, why would Rafa Benitez try to sell Xabi Alonso and replace him with Gareth Barry?
Because
managers do weird things.
Because Rafa Benitez.
Why are you holding on to just one thing though? Why aren't you talking about Van Gaal wanting to sign Neymar or Sadio Mane or N'Golo Kante, who he never got but wanted?
No one knew Kante back then. Van Gaal, he's capping. He was capping. He just said anything at that point.
I have a genuine question.
Kante.
When we look at we go for Van Gaal. We go for Van Gaal onwards. I don't count Moyes as manager. He was there for 7 months and he got. Right. We go from Van Gaal to Ole. Oh, not even to Ole. We go from Van Gaal to Ragnick. Oh yeah, not even Van Gaal. Well, yeah, we'll go from Van Gaal to Ole. Right. We'll go all the managers. Why can they go away to Manchester City or even Anfield and get a result, but Ten Hag can't?
No, to be fair, Oli got pumped there, Jose got pumped there. It's not just. I know Sevens. It's not happened before.
Yeah, Sevens not.
They also did get pumped there.
Van Gaal won there, and even still, Oli went to the Etihad and got a result. Sure, it was COVID years, but he did it. Jose went there. Jose tactically outclassed certain managers, but it's why can this tactical genius that studied Johan Cruyff's style of football be playing
stubborn,
isn't
it? He's stubborn.
It's awful. It's awful football, and I can't see a tactical way out for Ten Hag.
I don't think we beat a big 6 team away from home since he's been here.
Our last win against the Big 6 team away from home was actually the 3-0 El Sacco against Tottenham when Nuno Santos,
Jesus.
Yeah. Oli was filling the job then at that time because it was between him and Oli who'd get sacked first. But yeah, that's the last win away because Oli won 3-0.
Tottenham win the war.
Wow.
That's mad.
Tottenham now are the first team in Premier League history to go 1 goal up in the first in 5 games in the Premier League and still not win them.
And to be fair, you make a good point because when Oli beat at the Etihad, he utilised what we're good at. This guy put Bruno at left wing. I don't understand.
I think Bruno is better. I think Bruno is better, not in the left wing spot, but he's better playing more towards the left than he is towards the right. Because when he's trying to play with the right, he's trying to play 1-2 balls. He can't do it. When you've got Garnacho there, Garnacho will play the 1-2, give and go, and he will actually progress the ball with Antony or even with Sancho. They can't do that. They've not got the technical ability or the football IQ to do it. I'm not sure what you think tactically where Bruno's best position is, but my opinion is he's better in between, in between the gap where the striker and the left wing, because he's sort of good in that zonal area, that gap there. That's where I think his best position is. I'm not sure what you think.
Yo, Connor, we hear it, brother. We hear it. Big up to you, man, for all that we've shared and everybody on the panel too.
Bro, just say you want to kick us all off, I can go bed. We'll accept it.
No, I'm enjoying the conversation so much that I was like, you know what? If it's so good, why end it right now?
We know you want to go bed. It's fine. You go bed. We won't ditch you.
It's been a long day of streaming for me anyway. But Francium says Louis van Gaal was boring, but he needed a few better players. But under Ten Hag, the only attacking happening is heart attacks.
And even with Van Gaal, he was 2 years into the process, and we could see what he was trying to do. And there's still a long way to go.
Do you know what when you see it in the stands, you're there's a medical emergency?
Yeah.
Do you know why we never see that happen at Old Trafford? Is because we can't afford the medical equipment at Old Trafford for it to happen. We drag them outside the stadium and then we call the NHS to come pick them up. That's what happens at Old Trafford. It's never paused the game. No, it's drag them outside and call an ambulance.
Oh no, it's too funny. That's funny. That is funny. Yeah, I just I don't understand what's going on with our club. I hope we actually just stabilize and don't go into another moment of turbulence the next few games. KFN TV says I'd say Hansi Flick. Can we not talk about Hansi Flick right now? Guys, no. Let's not try and bring another manager in right now.
Poppy. I just want to ask the guys one question before you go and get to go to bed.
Ask the question. I'm going to the bathroom. Go ahead and ask the question. I'll be right back.
He's got to take a nap. Let's not pretend he isn't.
I know I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
No problem. I just want to ask you guys, when it comes to Ten Hag, do you see him get the sack in the next 3 to 5 games, or will he just stay on for the rest of the season? And what's your take on Ten Hag? Should he get the sack, or should he just stay on for the rest of the season, at least?
I can start it. I see him gone by maybe January if he doesn't change his tactics. Like, say we go from here now, like this point on, just losing 3-0 to Bournemouth. We go to the Champions League. I can see us either beating Bayern and getting into the Europa League, like you said, with the Copenhagen Galatasaray match. Then I see us going into the Europa League, not drop down stage. Depending on who we get in that draw, we'll probably get knocked out in that, stupidly. And then we've got also, we've got to go play Liverpool. We'll probably lose that, maybe like, if we're lucky, 4-0 at times. Then we've got to go play Aston Villa at the end of the month, like just after Christmas. You know, Rashford's going out the night before getting drunk. That's just going to happen. That's he did that with his birthday dinner. I could see us losing that match. Then it'll be a loss in the Champions League. Not a loss, like we'll win, but obviously it's a loss because we've been knocked out of it. A loss versus Liverpool, a loss versus Aston Villa. Then you're going into the new year. No new signings are going to be coming in. Ten Hag's going to be saying, "Oh, well, it's not the right time because he's going to be defending the ball because he won't call out the board." Don't know why. And then we'll go into what? Who've we even got in January? I think we've got like Tottenham, isn't it, in January?
Tottenham and Wolves.
Nottingham Forest is the last game in December, I believe.
And we've got the cups in it, so I mean we're already out one of them.
And to be fair, you can't really call out the board. No one really does that, to be honest.
Conte got the sack.
No, but not our club. Even Jose, people love they do it. Jose, they do it our club.
Yeah, but I can see him.
I can feeds you is the same.
I can see him gone by January if it carries on. That's
for me. It's just if he does the same midfield setup at Liverpool, then I'm done with it. I've been very patient, but I can't. Like if he does the same midfield setup and we get slapped, then it's time to go.
For me, Jarvis, it all depends on what happens with the Ineos deal. Until we have clarification on that, I don't think anything changes. I don't think the Glazers are trying to put any money anywhere that they don't need to, and sacking him would cost that. He's only got a year left on his contract anyway, so I see him surviving at least until the summer. If he were to depart, I could understand if there was a proper plan and structure in place, and we lack in those things, and we won't get clarification on that until we learn more about the Ineos deal.
My thinking is, Jarvis, that I think they'll wait until we mathematically can't make it to the Champions League places. I think they'll push quicker then.
Yeah, I think that'll be done by January with that. But I have a question: can't Ratcliffe just be like, "You're like, say what would be nice, like say like you see Ten Hag walking down the street and just, oh, Ten Hag, sorry, you've just dropped a big bag of money there. Go buy yourself something nice with it. Yeah, it's definitely yours. It just fell out your pocket. Can you not just can Ratcliffe just not do it? Like you might get fined for it in the future, sure. Can you just not do it to be nice?
Can that Trump afford it though? That's the question.
Can we not just take out a loan against Ineos, like Loan FC?
I mean, even that, I don't even know when that's supposed to be done.
Yeah, well, it's going to take about 12 weeks for the Premier League ownership exam to be complete. So even still, he won't be involved with that. That'll be 12 weeks. So that's the transfer window totally wiped out if it's done today, because even if it's done today, it's going to be 12 weeks for 3 months. That's what February by the time he's in. Sure, we can plan for next summer, but even still, that's just another season wasted when it should have been done over a year ago, this deal. It should have been realistically said, okay, you want the Qataris? No, we want actually stay in United. Okay, accept Ratcliffe's offer, get it in, get it done, and then we can focus on the season here and now. Instead of that, we've gone from Qatari FC to Qataris are taking over. Oh my God, the Qataris have set up a UK-based company. Oh wait, Ratcliffe's gone. Ratcliffe's actually won it. Total radio silence. Ratcliffe will be announced before Thanksgiving. Ratcliffe's not been announced after Thanksgiving. Ratcliffe will be announced next week, and then Ratcliffe's still not been announced. It's jarring when you think about it, because we'll go from news like story to story at Manchester United, because we practically are just like News Centre FC, because there's always going to be a new news article about us every 2 days. Like there was Rashford's poor form when that was coming out. It was look, Marcus Rashford's brother's been issued an arrest warrant for battering his missus. Like you can't go a day without bad news at United.
If Ineos are planning a new manager, I'd rather just get a caretaker now. Just because like there's no point keeping Ten Hag to embarrass him. You might as well just, if you're gonna write the season off, get a caretaker.
Who did you get as your caretaker?
Steve McLaren, whatever. Honestly, it won't matter. Like it really, if they're gonna write, if Ineos said we're gonna write the season off, then just get anyone.
Go get.
They're gonna bring back Holly, ain't they?
Like I'd rather get, if they're gonna write the season off, I'd rather get a caretaker than keep Ten Hag when he knows
they're likely to keep him. Though.
No, I'd rather get a caretaker just because I don't want to keep Ten Hag just to embarrass him for the season.
But the thing is, you need a proper plan going forward, right? And we've seen this, like with our club. You know, every 2 years roughly, you change management. A new guy comes in, spends their 2 years trying to undo what the last guy did. So without a proper plan, like it's a bit.
But that's what I'm saying. If Ineos are planning, they can plan in the background for their next manager. They'll have 12 weeks before they can take over.
I go get Sean Dyche.
What?
It's not a great market at the moment.
2025.
Oh wait till then. I'd rather do that.
Sean Dyche.
I know Hansi Flick is knocking about. I know Nagelsmann's contract with Germany is only till next summer.
That's the guy I'm looking at. If they sack him, that's the guy I'm looking at.
But again, you'd have to wait.
When did Sean Dyche come in? When did Sean Dyche go to Everton?
What, 2 years ago?
No. He went last season. He went partway through last season when they were in a relegation scrap. And he kept them up.
Oh, fair enough.
In between that time and now, he's implemented this style of football to get that Everton team to work. Because he doesn't have quality, he knows that, he admits it, he's tactically sound enough to see that. He'll go and play a bit more defensively, he'll play a bit more cautious, but he will still play aggressive and out.
No, it's never that bad. It's never that bad that we're getting him. It's not that bad.
No. But my thought process is like, look at a manager that can do that. And without their points deduction that was long before its time, they'd be 1 point ahead of Chelsea, closer to a European spot than they would be to a relegation zone.
Connor, look at Newcastle too. Newcastle also was not too far away from relegation zone at some point in recently, you know.
Yeah, it was when Mike Ashley went and the Saudis came in. Newcastle, they switched like that, like a little light switch. Didn't
we try him?
It went like that. That's what it went like. That's what it was.
I'm not quite sure who, but I think we did. Everton manager. What's his name again?
Oh yeah,
David Moyes.
He did well. Yeah,
he did well. Looking at Everton, and then
since we're on Everton, why did it go wrong for Ancelotti at Everton?
It didn't.
He didn't go wrong. He brought James Rodriguez to that place.
No, I tell you why, because our club's stupid. They were paying stupid money for average players, like 40 million for Iwobi.
Yeah,
Real Madrid said hello.
But yeah, no, he called Real Madrid to inquire about a player one day. He did it in his own interview. He called Real Madrid to inquire about a player, and whilst he was speaking to them, he said, who's your first team coach? And he was like, oh, well, we've not got anyone yet, because it was after Zidane left. And then they were like, well, he just suggested himself. And then they said, sure. And they took him back again. That's all that's happened with him. He didn't fail. It's because he got offered the Real Madrid job, and he's like, I'll take it back again, because he preferred Madrid to Everton. I prefer Spain.
While he was trying to recruit a player for Everton, he got the Real Madrid job.
Yeah.
No, Erik, I hear Ajax is calling you, man.
Who do we want from Ajax? Like, I get they're all dead, but like, who could we go and look at Ajax? You know, like maybe see if we could inquire about it. Give Erik a phone call. You know, let him get on the phone with him again.
Who's your manager?
Bro, ever since they got rid of Kudus, I don't think
Kudus is so overrated. You don't know the offside rule.
I've been saying this. Thank you, Connor. He's over. The way people have been talking about him.
You saw the 4 offsides in one game versus or 5 offsides versus Spurs. Yeah, it's because Spurs play a disciplined high line. That's why.
No. You don't get 5 yards behind the defender without being called a high line.
No, guys.
It's not like they drop off. No. He's here. Their line's here, and he's walking with them. And he keeps going, and he leaves the line behind.
Kudus is used to a center back following him when he's trying to get into that little space in between the defenders. So he was just like, why is nobody following me every time? But after the 4th time, you're supposed to get it that, oh, this is a different kind of game, you know? And it was just so funny. I thought I was the only one that noticed how.
I have a question for everyone on the panel. Like, obviously, I've got a sort of player in mind, but who would you go out in January if you could fill one position? Who would you go out in January and get to fill just one position at Manchester United?
Is it realistic though? Unrealistic?
Realistic. Keep it within like the realms of reality.
Oh, but that's me done. Realistic, yeah.
Yeah, realistic.
Was there a certain Dutch midfielder you were thinking of, vibes?
There was. You might play in Barcelona.
Ivan Toney.
Do we have the facilities for that?
Do you think that's realistic? You know how much money they're going to want for Toney?
He's got 2 years after
United. United tax, isn't it?
Listen,
you know what? Probably
It's gonna
Kakare from Lyon because they're struggling, and he's not a bad player.
Yes, Lyon are definitely a club I'd look at.
He's a good He's a decent midfielder, to be fair.
Okay,
that could be realistic.
I mean, we're gonna have. Okay, we're talking about January, right? Not just
January.
Not when Jim Ratcliffe comes with the injection, because
he's not coming.
But do you think the injection will be that quick though?
He's like the COVID.
It's gonna be instant.
His injection is gonna be a lip filler, but
I reckon it's going to be like last January, you know. But I think we're
that's a flu job, mate. That's a flu job.
You know, for bargain basement loans.
Okay, all right.
I'd go honestly. I'd probably either look at going to Spain and go and getting what's his name now. I forgot his name. I'd go and get a guy from Spain. I can't think of his name.
Was he Australian?
Right. No. Come back to me. Give me 2 seconds. I forgot his name.
I narrowed it down.
Guy from Spain.
I thought I'd go position by position.
Remember his name. Man, Jarvis, what are you saying?
No. What's the name? Yeah.
Yeah, I would go for a midfielder, someone who could pass the ball, and I think we need a dribbler in the midfield, centrally midfield, because we never take on anyone when it comes to the central areas. We always pass. I would want someone who can carry the ball with some like you see how Bellingham do it sometimes, and other people. So I don't know.
You're saying Rabiot.
No, sorry.
Yeah, even Rabiot could work, but I would go for someone a little bit younger.
I'd honestly like to go and get Marcos Llorente from Spain. That was it, Marcos Llorente.
From Bilbao.
Okay. Yeah, no, Atletico.
I just get him to be.
Because even he can play right back as well if needed.
He can play right back. He literally. What's Atletico's manager called again?
Simeone.
Simeone.
I was going to say something else. I was going to say Bin Laden.
Nah.
El Chulo.
Simeone treats Marcos Llorente like some clay. He'll put the clay together and he'll be like, "Oh, this match I need you to." But he'll put like sculpt him into the perfect right back for that match, and then in midfield, he'll be like, "Right, you can go with right back." If he wants him to go attack, he'll even put him in an attacking position. Marcos Llorente, in my mind, is probably one of the most versatile players in world football right now. I'd go and get him as our midfielder. Like if we had to sign one in January, I'd go and sign him. I'm not sure like who else you'd go and get, whatever, but yeah, I'd go and get Marcos Llorente.
Okay. What about you, Jarvis? Did you say your?
I would go from if I should pick one midfielder in the Premier League, I would probably go for Mathias Jensen at the what's his name? Brentford.
Brentford, yeah.
Yeah, I think he's a really good player. I think he's underrated. He has the technicality and he's good on the ball and he has a fighting spirit and yeah, I think he would complement some of our midfielders.
There is Neto. I don't know if that's realistic though.
Yeah, Neto is good, but he isn't he a winger?
Yeah, injury. No, because we kind of do need someone on the wing.
Somebody on the right wing
who can actually get a few assists every now and again.
That could be an option for either Llorente or even Ahmad if Ahmad comes in. Because like Ahmad, when you create, like when he's coming back into the squad at this point, it could just be like a January signing. That's how late he's come back in from injuries. He's practically a January sign.
So there's this guy, Marvelous Nakamba.
No, I've just forgot. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
Luton. Yeah, he used to play for Villa, didn't he?
Yeah, he was in Villa, and now he's a Luton.
I know that just more sounds like realistic, aka I'll take anyone.
The only thing that I'll say I don't like about is his age. He's like obviously like a little bit more like on the later side of the 20s. Like he's close to 30. And but like he's a realistic signing that I feel like he can add some, like we need some like physicality. We need some soldiers, man, in our midfield, and guys like this, I would have been more interested in this than a Mason Mount,
Do you know what? These two players I'd rather go get, like, they're just two players I signed on my Football Manager save last year on Football Manager, like as strikers for United, and they were so good. Yeah. It's Mohamed Ali Cho and Umar Sadiq, which they're two strikers. They've had bang average careers, but on my Football Manager save, they became United legends, and I just want to go sign them because they're decent. Which they're both at Real Sociedad. We could do like a £25 million deal for the pair of them, get them both in.
You know what? For midfield, we need to find the Musa Dembele region somehow.
How about Marcus Leonardo?
Who's that?
I don't even know.
Santos just got relegated as well.
Hey, if he's like Dembele, then sign him up.
No, he's more of a
Santos got relegated. Winger. He's a striker. I can't believe Santos got relegated after 111 years at the top. Never been relegated. Got relegated.
I think we can get him for like 15 million or something. I think it's not.
It would be a very shrewd bit of business, Jarvis, which is why I don't think we'll do it.
It's United's shrewd business.
He's 20 years old in the Brazilian league. He's played 31 matches, 30 games started, and 13 goals in that time. Obviously,
we'll do very well to get someone like him. It would be very smart.
He's like at 20 years until like currently he's at like, let me look where he's been at previously. So he joined the Santos first team in 2020 when he would have been how old would he have been then? 2020, 17 years old. So he's clearly got the ability to do something. I'm not sure though. I don't trust getting players from Brazil. Like everyone on Football Manager talks about getting wonder kids from Brazil. I don't go near Brazil. I don't know the market. I don't know Brazilian players.
It was very robust, and he's a flair player. Of course, all Brazilians have flair, and he's strong, fast.
I feel like that could be an issue though. Like not saying it's an issue for me personally with flair. I feel like say he messes up with the flair, you're gonna see the news articles about it. You're gonna see like not Roy Keane, but like Roy Keane type commentary. Oh, look at what he's doing there. How's he being so stupid just to do that? Look at him, he gets it and he just spins and he kicks it out of play. You're like just stupid stuff like that.
Basically, Antony.
Yeah, but
Yeah, well, no, and it's very like robust build. He reminds me a little bit of Aguero, in his body shape. Really like really compact. Yeah, and he's strong. So yeah, for me, maybe he would be a good signing.
That's what Julian Alvarez was compared to before he went to Manchester City. Oh yeah, look, he reminds me of a young Sergio Aguero. And it's like,
I'm still disgusted by that one because we were linked to all of that.
Nick was so on point when he was saying, "Oh yeah, you can go get Tuchemeni, go get Camavinga, and also go get Julian Alvarez." Guardiola, literally. So let's go look at it. What's Tchouaméni and Camavinga both won that? Oh yeah, they both won the Champions League. What's Endo Fernandez won? Oh well, he's won the league.
To be
title,
fair, I think
and the Premier League.
I think them to reject it, doesn't it? I think Tchouaméni rejected.
With the Alvarez one, I don't even think we put in a bid, bro.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
We would have put in a £15 million bid.
Yeah.
River played.
You know what's annoying, bro? Pep's playing in midfield, you know.
Yeah, and he's a striker.
It's just stupid.
Well, that's Pep's style of football. Pep will morph him into being a bit shadow sort of striker, central midfielder, and he'll work for him because he's able to pass the ball a little bit. I have a question to discuss. Right, if you could adopt any manager's style of football from the Premier League, who would it be?
Klopp.
Klopp?
What, past or present?
Present.
Present.
Yeah.
Kind of Klopp's is just mad entertaining when it works.
When it works is the key, though, isn't it?
And to be fair, it's been working a lot this season.
Klopp with his midfield choices, he wanted Caicedo, didn't he? But then he went out and got Endo instead. I don't rate Endo personally. I think he should have been sent off about 4 or 5 times this season.
Endo's just a stopgap, though, isn't he? Really?
Yeah, he stinks. I can't lie, he stinks.
Yeah, McAllister and Szoboszlai were the key signings for them.
Yeah.
But when you look at it, even with Endo, the only game he's lost this season in the league was the Spurs one. But they got robbed, which was funny.
When Klopp's midfield works, it works. You can't deny it.
End of story. That's funny. I would go with De Zerbi ball.
De Zerbi.
I know people don't like De Zerbi. Some people don't like him as a manager, but I love his football. Like, you know, it's just so nice to watch, man. It's just the players are so connected. It's like it's a dance, it's a choreography, and they know where it's almost sometimes they don't even need to be looking to know that, oh, this person is coming short. I
my only issue with him is he does have a plan B. That's my only issue.
I reckon he
getting in behind. That's so like how you get players to understand that, and the moments when they know that what needs to be done in different parts of the pitch. That's superb, bro. That's really
I reckon he gets to Chelsea next, to be honest.
Yeah.
What, so you're saying another Brighton manager goes to Chelsea, gets given a boatload of money, and
I feel because honestly, my only issue with him is he does not have a plan B. When it doesn't work, they look horrific.
Yeah, no. When Brighton get tactically exposed, they get exposed. Like Everton, how many did Everton put past them last season? Like,
that's the thing, 5? Though they live and die by the sword. Sometimes Brighton can go down 2 goals, 3 goals, and then they still keep playing the same way. And then next thing you see the goal coming in, the second one, third one. You know, it's just the way the game. It's how it goes. It's like the high risk, high reward thing. You just gotta be ready to know that you're gonna concede. That's why today versus Bournemouth, guys, just some of them were just starting to be nervous seeing some haram terrorist football when you just go down.
It was literally it was a 5-1 loss to Everton last season, like to Brighton. Yeah. But Jarvis, what style of football would you go get like from any manager?
Well, I grew up with Ferguson, so I would like us to go back to kind of the roots and then play more
present.
But I don't think we have any managers in the Premier League who have a similar kind of style. So actually, I think I would do as who was it? Munch who said the Klopp.
The vibes. Vibes said it.
Vibes, yeah.
Because he has a bit of everything, you know. Wing backs getting involved.
Like Klopp's style of play with the fullbacks play, like Klopp plays to his strengths with. He knows Trent can't really defend too well, but he also knows he's not got pace getting on the overlap. So he'll let Trent drift into midfield because he knows he can pass the ball. He'll play to his strengths. Yeah. He knows that Virgil van Dijk good enough to be a left-footed centre-back, so he'll play him at left-footed centre-back even though he's right-footed. Like, he'll play to his strengths there again. Like Darwin Núñez, he can't hit a barn door from 2 yards out, so we'll just stick him on the wing, let him run up and down, tire out the fullbacks, then he'll bring on Jota, and then Jota will be able to play as a striker or even as a winger and help the team win. Klopp plays to his strengths so much more than we do.
Connor, I take De Zerbi ball back. If Vibes is pulling up with Klopp ball, I'm pulling up with Pep ball 3 seasons ago. The Centurion one, that one, the false, the no striker Pep. You remember that one?
Well,
those
That's what
they
Pep's trying
play
to do
you
now.
out like you know how the goal is gonna happen, but you still can't defend it. They'll still like
because Pep
and
packs
then
his
that's the
midfield,
cross.
right? Pep packs his midfield so tightly, but he used to do that with Jesus dropping back. Because Jesus obviously is gone and we've got Haaland, you don't tell Haaland to drop back and defend, do you? You tell Haaland to stay forward and get your head on the end of the ball. So Pep's obviously now realised, okay, well I can't pack the midfield how I want to. I'm literally just gonna pack it with a defender. And United could do that quite easily if we were to be happy enough to let Varane or I'd go with Martinez. I'd let Martinez drift a bit further forward. Joe, that style of play Ten Hag's playing right now, we could play it with Martinez, the single pivot, if Martinez was to drift into midfield a bit more.
Yeah.
Because imagine it, right? You have Shaw. Imagine it, right? You have a back four: Martinez, Shaw, Martinez, Varane, or Maguire, either one of them, and then Wan-Bissaka. Right, Wan-Bissaka, if you tell him to defend more, if he stays a bit more defensively in the match, right, Martinez will drift forward into midfield to go play alongside Amrabat or Casemiro, whoever you've got. You've got them two there. Then you've got your back three of Shaw, who can play as a centre-back, so it's not that awkward for him to cut inside. Maguire playing as your right centre-back, so it's not as awkward for Wan-Bissaka, who will obviously have to drift inside, but he won't be so far inside that it'll be on Wan-Bissaka, like he'll be next to Maguire. But Maguire can cover for him, where he's not used to playing at centre-back. And we could play that, but my issue with it being is we don't have the talent. We don't have the injury record to play it, and we also don't have the talented midfield to possess the ball like Pep keeps it. Like Pep keeps the ball so well, and United, it's just going to take one brilliant piece of defending from United to play it to Bruno just to try and do a round the corner pass blind and give it away. That'll be the end of that. So how the football form was in my mind. I like tactics.
Brush, did you say your manager, by the way?
No. I was kind of reminiscing over the old school ones, man. The new ones don't really excite me. I think it's very boring.
Okay, we'll go
we're
to
left
old
between
school.
Pep and Klopp. Old school in the Premier League. Obviously, I grew up in Fergie era, in it, so it's got to be Fergie. Outside of Fergie, I had a lot of time for Sir Bobby Robson.
Yeah, see, I'm not as old as you, so I didn't really get to tactically watch Fergie ball like you did. I'm quite young.
Yeah, because it was a nice mixture. It was a really nice mixture because, the teams that we should have battered, we did. We went out, we played exciting football, and then we were also very conservative against our rivals and tactically outsmarted them and shut up shop when we needed to.
Bro, that's what makes me laugh when people say Fergie would have survived today. Like he did dominate for 20 years.
Fergie was smart enough to know, okay, I've got a 2-1 league here, 2-1 league here, or lead, not league, a 2-1 lead here.
Quite often when we played, even back then when Liverpool were kind of pants, right, we would go there and set up in a 4-5-1, and our best players would be the likes of a Phil Neville or a John O'Shea or a Nicky Butt would be a standout.
But do you know why they worked? Do you know why they worked so well? Because they knew what it required of them. They knew that the manager would give them a bollocking if they didn't run that extra.
No, his management was extraordinary, especially with the size of squads back then, to keep everyone happy, to know when to rotate and all of that. It was,
It's really good, Joe. Rooney said it when he was talking about Nani, because Nani was messing around too much with the ball.
Yeah.
And obviously Rooney said it if you shout at Nani, he's going to shut down. But if you shout at Rooney, you're going to get a reaction out of Rooney while you're shouting at him. But
you need to know how to treat each individual to get the best out of them.
You don't want your players to shut down, but you don't want your players to obviously
different strokes for different folks.
Yep.
Bit dodgy sounding that. It sounds a bit weird.
Guys, let's it sounds a bit weird. Let's wrap up the shop and say, Manji said Postecoglou ball, right?
No, I was gonna say, do you know when the Jose that went from Porto to Chelsea? That's the one for me. I would get it.
Oh, that's that first season.
The special
Jose.
One, Jose, yeah.
Special one, Jose is special. Yes. Yo, guys. What a nice conversation, nice therapy session. This was supposed to be a short review about Bournemouth Man United, but guess what?
2 hours and 40 minutes
later. We're here 2 hours, 15 minutes later almost. That's why I can't send the link right now, Kenny Fan TV. I saw you here. Lou Man says, morning all. People are starting that days. Good afternoon, people, by the way. Shout out to somehow we are here. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. It's been really awesome to have Jarvis, Vibes, Manj, and Connor, and as well as Brush in the building. What a day. What a day we experienced. Look at this, guys. If you're new right now to the conversation, we had a grading session. These were the grades that the room came up with. It looks like the team grade is an F. The average is an F. Even though Amrabat, look at that. He gets an F, even though somehow Amrabat still had 100% long passing accuracy, 100% dribbles completed, 92%.
Still held free as a central defensive midfielder.
It's crazy, guys. It's a crazy panel that we had today. I'm just gonna have to just say, guys, we were harsh. We were really harsh on Amrabat. If I am a defensive midfielder and I do 2 out of 2 dribbles, 4 tackles, 10 out of 10 passes completed, guys, come on. You can't give me an F. That's really harsh. But anyway,
we can and we did.
Connor, what did you say?
We can and we did.
Exactly. That's what happened. That's what the group decided. That was the consensus. Make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so. It's Botswanapapi, Football Power Hour. We out of here. Brush, you want to give him the Twitter handle, by the way?
Yeah, the people can find me at Brushy87 on Twitter. Outside of that, you can find me here occasionally and just about in the community.
Yes, sir. Big up to you. What about you, Connor? Please plug in the things.
Just join the Discord, the KG Discord I've got. I'm going to try to just get Brush's Twitter up because I've not followed him on Twitter yet.
Yeah. What is the Discord? How can people find it? What is it called?
Right, to join KG's Discord, I'm gonna have to post a link for it, but it's awkward because he never promotes his own Discord, and he's not even joined his own Discord, which I do find.
KG, you have a Discord and you haven't joined the Discord.
Let me put it in the private chat because I've posted it in the public one. It's not going to let me post it, but obviously it's there in the private. If you can post, obviously, promote people.
I'll put it in the description.
Yeah.
But KG,
might get a new charge. Should we get new charges for it? Let's get him some new charges. Where is it?
You might need to take him to court, Connor.
Where can the court find you, brother?
Unfortunately, you can find me on Monday on the Reckless Premier League Review Show. Unfortunately,
I'll see you there.
Somehow we're gonna have to review that, Vibes. Good luck.
Well, as you can see, we're back in court now for KG's charges. We'll be there tomorrow morning.
All right. And last but not least, Mr. Man Like Jarvis.
Bowley 77.
Bowley 77 at Twitter X. And
UFC Realist TV and United Real Therapy.
That's what it is.
Wait,
yes.
Brush, what's your Twitter again?
Brushy87.
Brushy87, that was it.
Manj, are you still awake? Are you still with us?
Yeah, man. You can follow me at Manj Sandu on Twitter. And Bots, thanks for having me on.
Thank you, brother. Legend. Yo, make sure you're a legend as well and hit the like button if you haven't done so. Subscribe if you haven't done so. We are out of here. Wow, great conversations. Man United, we better come really good. When we see Bayern, we want blood. Nothing but blood. Come on, Man United.
Bruno Fernandes.